Alrighty, alrighty. Good morning, everyone. Howdy, y'all. Oh man, I just woke up like 10 minutes ago. How's it going, everyone? So this is Wes. Tonight we've got the official live letter watch along. Well, I'm not official. Live letter's official. I'm just a guy on the internet. I hope you guys are having a good Friday. If you're up this early, Godspeed. But it should be a lot of fun. So right now they're just going through their sound checks and just kind of looking at comments, answering a couple questions, that kind of thing. But the official start is going to be here in about 10 minutes, so I imagine they're going to take a break. We'll have the audio and everything up around that time. But it should be good. I really don't know what to expect for this live letter, just because it's going to be a little different than the past couple of by Fox by Yoshi. Just because we do have a couple of different formats coming around. You know, the past couple times that they split it into two like this, they always split it into a PvE and then a PvP section, but this time they're not doing that, so I really don't know what to expect with it all. Um, If I had to guess, this one's going to be more focused on the assets and content than what's new. They've really kind of covered just about everything that 6.2 is going to actually have in it, as far as new systems and all of that. So I can't really imagine we're gonna have too much new information. Um, so I would imagine this one's going to focus a lot more on new screenshots, new assets, maybe a little bit more in terms of explanations in terms of some of those systems, like the Criterion dungeons and whatnot. Probably show Yoshi maybe going through one or two of them. Finally getting some more stuff printed out and held up to the camera. So things like that. Hopefully, actually showing us a little bit more of the island sanctuary. They posted a couple of those screenshots onto their special site, and it just looks absolutely massive and a lot different than I expected it to. So yeah, hopefully just gonna have a little bit more in terms of actually showing off what 6.2 is all about. That's the kind of thing they usually do say for the second live letter, just because they've got more of the assets and whatnot done. Um, I don't think we're gonna have too many big surprises. Soken was saying watch until the very end, so I don't know what that's gonna be all about. I imagine we might finally be getting the full Endwalker soundtrack release on vinyl to go with the lovely vinyl collection, as you can see. That'd be really nice is to finally get that. Um, but who knows? It could be something else, another concert announcement, something along those lines. We'll just have to wait and see. But it should be a lot of fun. As always, I will be streaming as much of it as I can, unless it just starts going super super long. I don't anticipate it will, but um, you never know. Sometimes these do get to be kind of surprising at times. Um. But I don't think it'll go too long. The only thing that would maybe make it go a little long is I do believe he mentioned last time, and I don't know how in depth he's going to go, but maybe talking a little bit about job balance changes. Um, that could make it go a while. They really like to go job by job and really break down what exactly they're changing. That could take a while, but without having live translation, normally these things kind of hover under 3 hours. If that's going to be the case, it shouldn't be a problem. We should be able to stick with it the entire time. Um, Other big thing is if you are going to be kind of bouncing back and forth between VOD, stream, whatever you happen to be watching at the time, we are watching the Twitch stream just because it is a little bit ahead of the YouTube stream. So uh, that's the one you want to watch if you want to stay in tune with what I'm doing here and getting the commentary and all of that. Audio is always going to be back and forth. I'm always constantly trying to find the right balance for these things. Since they're not doing live translation, I will probably keep the stream audio a little bit lower than normal. Normally, if they had live translation, I would talk when Yoshi's talking and then boost up the audio for the translator notes, but shouldn't be an issue this time. But let me know how the balance is throughout the stream if you guys want to hear them a little bit louder or a little bit softer so you can hear my commentary or whatever. That's perfectly fine too. But yeah, that's really about it. I can't think of any other major announcements that they would have saved for the second live letter. So yeah, I think it'll be mostly screenshots and that kind of stuff. Just really kind of delving into what's going on in terms of visuals. Hopefully, finally get maybe the first screenshot of the first boss of the new tier. Maybe some screenshots of the actual raid gear would be pretty nice. Yeah, I really don't know. It's all kind of new for this one, since we're not splitting it into PvP and PvE. I just genuinely don't know what they could be covering that they didn't cover in the first one, other than the screenshot stuff. So It should be fun though. You know, to get me out of bed at 5:30 in the morning, it's usually going to be a good time. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good start to your weekend. What better way to start it than Final Fantasy XIV news? Oh man, yeah, I gotta get this coffee to kick in. That's what I really need right now. And I'll be bouncing back and forth between watching the stream and seeing what the old Discord's up to. But um, yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready for 6.2. I've been wanting to stream 14 again for a while and just haven't had a whole lot of content to do it with. So yeah, when it does actually come out, and we should get the official release date with this live letter. That's usually going to be at the very end, but sometimes they throw it out at the beginning. Maybe if they do a trailer, might get it. I'm guessing the 23rd, but you know they could push it back to the 30th. But yeah, it'll be nice. I'll be streaming the MSQ and all of that when it comes out. I've needed an excuse, any excuse to stream 14, really. It's just hard to vamp when I'm just doing Eureka content. Not even I can come up with enough stuff to talk about when I'm stuck in Eureka. So yeah, it'll be nice to have that. I think Island Sanctuary, I think, is going to be the big thing most people are anticipating. But you know, I've seen some people looking for screenshots of the new mounts and stuff like that. So yeah, we might get a screenshot or two of some new mounts. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, what are you guys looking forward to? Like I said, I genuinely can't even think of what they're going to be covering. They really covered a lot really well the first live letter. So yeah, it's kind of a mystery. Before we begin, got like 2 minutes. Some more channel news. I don't know if I'll stream a little bit later tonight. I might. Caught up a little bit on doing some off-stream grinding for Final Fantasy V, so I should be finally ready to take on Neo X Death now. Or not Neo X Death, just regular X Death. So if I don't do that tonight, it'll be tomorrow. God, I hate rage quitting on streams. I really hate rage quitting on streams, but X Death broke me, man. It completely broke me. So yeah, we'll give that a round 2 next stream. I don't really have any other big streaming news or content though. It's just for Final Fantasy V. Really. Let's see. Sorry, I gotta adjust a little bit of this stuff here. I'm gonna autofocus on me, and yeah, there we go. But yeah, that's really about it. I can't think of any other big stream news we've got coming up. It's just Final Fantasy V for the foreseeable future until it's done, and then after that we'll take a nice longish break before we get into Final Fantasy VI. Just because, like I said last time, I want to do Final Fantasy VI justice, so I want to spend a little bit more time before we get started on it, making some thumbnails, get some stuff done off stream to make it nice and slick and polished. But yeah, we might throw a couple casual 14 streams in there. I don't know, who knows? I might finally stream BDO or Vampire Survivors. But until Final Fantasy V is done, it's yeah, that's the main goal right now. But we're getting there. I mean, when I started playing every Final Fantasy, right, I knew it was going to take a while. I just didn't know that it would be as frustrating on some of the older games as it's turned out to be. Just that very old school SNES and NES era design decisions. Alright, so we should be starting soon. Like I said, let me know how the audio is throughout the stream, so I can adjust it, make sure you guys can hear them. We'll turn it up quite a bit if the trailer starts, but yeah, we're pretty much go time. It's always exciting. I love this stuff. Don't get to do it nearly enough, but it's always a good time when we do. Okay. I have to imagine we'd be getting a story trailer. I don't know if it'll be the first thing that they show, but yeah. I don't think we got a story trailer the last time, did we? I think we jumped right into it. Yeah, we'll probably get a story trailer. He's hinted that it's going to completely change the direction of 6.2 into 7. Like I said, there's no way we're going to the Void for the entire expansion. Can't imagine they'd have a lot of fun designing Void zones the entire time. But it could be a curveball, you know. They could decide, hey, we're not going to Mare City, we could be going to another world, could be going into the past, who knows. Now that we've done that for Endwalker, like really anything is up in the air. But the fact that we're getting through the city of Troya this early, I have to imagine that we're going to be getting out of the Void. Very quickly. I think they want to be done with all of that stuff, to be honest. You know, that's all more stuff that's, you know, holdovers from 1.0 and whatnot, so I think they want to be done with it and move on to new things, but where those new things are going to be, I genuinely have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. I guess we'll find out here in a couple weeks, huh? Oh, the problem is I can't get more coffee until they take a break. That's gonna be like an hour and a half in. That's okay. 1 cup should sustain me for the first half, maybe. I don't know. It's really early. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Turn this up a bit for y'all. Okay, so no translation, but this'll definitely be up soon. I'm guessing that's the Island Sanctuary. Okay. God, that's huge. It's gigantic. I'm excited though. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for that chill off-stream content. Here we go. City of Troya. Which I actually understand now. Okay. Yeah, this will go up on all of their... Okay. Got that music going. There we go. That FF4 vibes. We just got done with all of that, didn't we? Okay, so we got the Scions there with us. Who's the explorer going with us? Yeah, that's the Criterion dungeon. Okay, the revamped Steps of Faith, finally. Aw. So they're going with us somewhere, huh? Oh, that's probably for the racial tribes. Revamped vault with the duty support. What's that music? I like that. Kate Sith. Okay. Oh, that looks cool. Yeah, buddy. We go get that new tier in there. Oh, are we fighting him already in the second tier? Interesting. Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Probably lost a little bit since they didn't have the subs on. Yeah, good trailer. I mean, most of it was stuff we kind of already knew, but yeah, finally get those screenshots and stuff in, huh? Looks good. Looks very good. Nope. Nope, not. Oh, that windbreaker. Ooh, that jacket looks sick. Looks really good. Yeah, that's a sweet jacket. I wonder if that's going to be something official. I've never seen it before. Oh, Island Sanctuary looks great. Looks just absolutely massive. Very different than I expected. Alright, how's the audio? Not drowning out each other, are we? Yeah, like I said, it'll be in the official trailer and all of that'll be going up in all languages on their official YouTube and all of that here shortly. So yeah, kind of expect that if you want to see it with the English and everything. Yeah, obviously we lost a little bit not being able to understand it unless you speak Japanese. So just pretty screenshots and new stuff for us. But looked like the end section was the new raid tier and all of that. Obviously the Island Sanctuary, a little bit of story stuff in there. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. Oh, are we getting the release date? Yeah, 23rd. There we go. There we go. Called it. Called it. There are only 4 people in the Scarmillion. Yeah, Scarmillion would be the dungeon trial, probably the final boss. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice actually looking at the trailer and actually understanding some of what's going on because we just finished Final Fantasy IV. A lot of that would have gone completely over my head if it wasn't for this complete Final Fantasy playthrough, right? Yeah, and actually understanding Troya and Scarmillion and all of that. Yeah, there we go. So there's your links for the trailer in the various languages. Probably not going to clip that one for a reaction, just because kind of stuff we already knew, but got to finally see it in visual. But yeah, there you go. We have the official links up, or you can just go on YouTube, whatever's easiest. The opera dance number, yeah, that was pretty good. That's pretty good. And the mini Hildies. They're cloning the Hildies. This is probably my favorite part. Easiest being first for series. They'll probably show the trailer again, maybe in English for the and now they're just gonna be talking over it. Okay. Explaining everything. But yeah, that's gotta be the Island Sanctuary. Looks great. Looks fantastic. Can't complain. Turn this back up a bit. Yeah, just absolutely huge. Way bigger, I think, than any of us really expected now that we see it in screens. But what really surprised me is the design. I thought it was all going to be farmland, but we're like in the middle of a forest. Alright, so we got Troya. Looks a little different than Final Fantasy IV, but it's there. Got Troy and Scarmillion coming up. Gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah, who knows? I mean, everyone's saying he'll probably be the final boss, but who knows? They could throw us for a curveball and make him the earlier boss. Looks good though. Probably sounds a little bit different than when I did his voice, but it's okay. Okay, and then Criterion Dungeon. I mean, that's got to be the Criterion Dungeon, right? Can't imagine it being anything else. Looks like we're under Ul'dah. Didn't expect a giant hamster, but okay. Of course, the revamped Steps of Faith, which I'm really looking forward to. Racial tribe, yeah. I have no idea what's going on with the Hildy. Revamped Vault. And you can see Horshafon there, so he's confirmed. I think we all kind of expected that, but yeah, confirmed for the duty supports to tank. And then story stuff, which, yeah, this will be interesting. We're already meeting the Reaper dude from the past couple patches already, so we're kind of seeing where the expansion's going to lead, and now we're getting into the raid series here. Yeah, it's interesting. We're going to go back and meet up with Kate Sith and everyone again. I think they kind of teased that with the last live letter, but we're getting there. We're getting there finally. Seeing the road to 7.0. Yeah, raid series should be good. I don't know if I'll be jumping into Savage immediately like last time, but I'll probably get the first couple a go in Party Finder, see how it goes. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Gonna be a lot of fun. There was a lot, with the patch that was outside of the void, so yeah, we'll just have to see where it's going. Now we get to the breakdown. Now we get the slideshows. Man, I want that jacket. That jacket is sweet. I wonder if maybe they're doing one for each of the jobs. That'd be really nice. I'd love a red mage zip up like that. Nanamo. Yeah, that was Nanamo, wasn't it? Huh. It's interesting, but I mean, it's her city. She's got to know what's going on underneath it, right? There we go. So yeah, stuff we got in the first one. We're slowly getting some more screenshots in there. Hope Tataro's Grand Endeavor is a little bit longer this time. I like where it's going, but it was way too short. It was way too short the first time for being such a cute quest. And Hildy's Hildy. I don't know what we're gonna get to there, but this time we are finally getting the relic unlock with it. So yeah, we'll get our first look. First look maybe at what all's gonna be involved with that. So the new trailer, just because I've got some people in Discord saying they've watched it in English. New characters voiced by a woman in the English trailer. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, so the first part's a new voice, it sounds like. From the Reaper quest line. Yeah, so the Tataru quest, yeah, someone's mentioning that this is going to be Tataru quests are in the main patch instead of waiting to 6.25. Okay, 6.25 for the tribal quest for those of you that need to level up your gatherers. Thing I can say about the Hildebrand quest, what have we done with these cutscenes? Oh god. Oh boy. Here we go.
固定調べなんで、まあなんかサクッといろんなジョブの
I wonder if we'll get any screenshots.
ようなぐらいにしてあるので。
I'd like to see if they're doing what people kind of expect them to be doing with the winners of the weapon design contest. See if they really are going to be implementing the joke designs. I think that'd be awesome. I think it'd be great.
で、新たな有効不足クエストとして、こちらもパッチ 6.25 ですね、ギャザラー向けのクエストとしてオミクロン族という形になっております。こちらスクリーンショットありますが、
I gotta juggle like 5 different for these live letters. I gotta juggle like 5 different screens here.
何がどうしたらそうなるんだみたいなのは
So far, I mean, nothing too new other than the trailer and actually, seeing what's going on with it, but it's all info that we had the last time. Here we go. There's a screen of our Gather quest line. I'll still be doing it. Hopefully they show off the mount or something. See what we get. I think that'll be fun. Even though I've got my gatherers up, I'm ready for it. I wanna know what mount we're getting. Yeah, Cafe at the End of the Universe. It's what we're getting. Should be a lot of fun. El Court of Troya, yeah. Got plenty of screenshots of that in the trailer. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Here we go. Keep peeking the mic. I'm sorry. I've got the decibels down a little bit, but I know it's still might be a little harsh. Try and adjust it a little bit. New trials, extreme. So that'll be interesting. I really have no idea what the trial would be though. That's all new. That's all brand new stuff to me. Yeah, I was wondering if maybe we'd get the Xenos fight as something extreme at some point. They kind of did that with Varys. Yeah, looks like we're getting something completely new.
ちょっとしばらく、メインストーリーとこの討伐討滅戦切り離してきてたんですけど、
But they've got to be leading into something with the whole main scenario quest, with the actual trial quest line too, because they always do the trials as a separate quest line, and usually have 3 to 4 bosses associated with that. So yeah, they don't really have any new news so far with the trial quest line. They haven't really talked about it a whole lot so far. All the extremes have been going through the first few trials from the MSQ. So yeah, we should be getting our new quest line soon. 1 week after. Okay. Seems like most people are pretty happy about that. Getting that extra week to finish the MSQ, so they don't have to rush the story. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Might give me a little less content to stream on the first day, that first week. But yeah, I'm not gonna complain. I don't mind having an extra week before the Savages. Or the YoshiP lecture about add-ons. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get that during the live letter, but you never know. They could announce some UI stuff. I think that would be a good way to kind of address add-ons without addressing add-ons, if that makes sense. Maybe they could be announcing something like, the addition of chat bubbles or something like that. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, they would normally do UI announcements and that kind of thing at some point with the live letter for this. But I doubt he would mention it during the raid portion. Yeah. That kind of stuff would be he'd save that for its own thing. Here, let me adjust this a little bit. There we go. There, hopefully I'm not peaking it as much this time around. Okay.
でもこう
I'd be very surprised if he
そう
addressed
なってくると
add-ons.
レイドレースやるときに
Maybe
ノー
maybe
マル
as
を
a
めっ
side
ちゃ予習しなきゃ
comment
い
or
けないプラ
something
ンなんで
like
すよ。
that.
ノー
But
マルから
you know, I have no
レイド
idea.
レースで
Reddit is
とか
doing
いうの
live
で
translations and stuff right
なか
now,
な
and
か
I'm
それ
paying
もそれ
attention
で辛いんだなっていうお
to
声
my
はいただい
Discord
て
to
い
kind of see
て
what's going
ただ
on.
まあ僕らも半年ぐらいかけてじゃあずらしたときにどういう影響が出るんだろう
Yeah, he's just talking about the Savage and some of the design decisions from what I can tell.
とはいえ一回それらを
But it should be a lot of fun. I like that screen there.
いやなんか声
Very
フィードバック的に
gooey.
いやいや元の方が良かったってなっちゃうとそれを今度また元に
See what people's thoughts on that are.
まあ
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I'm really surprised we're
今
we're
回
fighting
は
Eric
今ま
Thanos.
での
This
アラン
soon.
トンソンとか武器交換
But you know, they kind of threw us for a loop last time
一切いじら
too.
ずにそのまま単純に
I never expected to be fighting Reen, but here
ぜ
we
ひ
go.
もう今後このまま行ってほしいとずらしてほしいただここの経済状況だけもうちょっとなんとかしてほしいとか
Yeah, I don't know. I might go into
ち
Savages.
ょっと簡単に思えてしまったのでもうちょっと調整してほしいとか
Yeah, I usually get the first couple ones go.
いただいて
Give the first couple ones a go, and then end up getting burnt out on the third one trying to do that through Party Finder. So
フィードバックをいただけると
probably gonna be the same this time around.
そうなんですよね。意外といろんなところが影響するはずってことなんですよね。
とはいえですね、
はい
I want to see the raid gear though. That's really what I'm interested in. I want to see what it's gonna look like.
まあ
Let's see the new screenshots for that.
より一周分稼いで
Usually
から
that stuff's what he
ある意味
prints out and
二周分
holds up to the
稼いでから
camera.
ということになるんですねまあ翌週火曜を
We didn't get nearly enough of that last live letter.
450も突っ込んで900持った状態からいけるから、まあ、新式もね、十分揃えられる時間いっぱいあるだろうし、武器もそうだし、とはいえね、ちょっとむずいんじゃないかなっていう気は。
Yeah, it's mostly just been kind of chatting about the design decisions and stuff. Nothing super new. Nothing nothing that we haven't expected or seen from the last live letter so far,
結構新しい面
other than
が多い
other than the official release date. So yeah, mostly just kind of rehashing stuff, going over what to expect in the Abyssos raid. But you have to wait for Reddit or your chosen translators for that. I'm sure it won't take them long to get it done.
なんで
They'll always do a breakdown
ちょっとね、さす
in
がに
the official Reddit too. So you know, be expecting that.
2時間で一日そうやりますみたいな。まずギミックの説明からですみたいなのが辛くなってきた。
情報量が。
God, I want that jacket. It's such a good jacket.
いや、まあとはいえ、
But I am really curious, probably more than anything, what's going to be at the very end. I really want to know what Sauken was
そして、
was teasing.
スクリーンショットがね、まあ、さっき
Oh, screenshots. Here we go. Here we go. What do we got?
追加でお持ちしました。ご覧ください。
Yeah, screenshots from the trailer. There we go.
クリスタルを見てるのか。
Hmm.
あら。
It's interesting because I don't think we saw their crystals in the first series. So yeah, we're getting the new constellations.
つうか
もう
これ真心ライ
Could
ン
be interesting.
あ、なるほど。
Yeah, it could be interesting. New revelations. Ooh.
活用することになるであろう。
Which one's gonna be La Habrea? Ah.
はい。
はい。ということで、新たなレイド台。
Tried to do the first 2 floors within 2 hours.
では
Mechanics were explained to me, but I couldn't remember them all in regards to the Savage version. Okay. Alright. So should be fun. Should be fun if YoshiP can't get it done within 2 hours.
おそらくですね、
New Unreal Trial. Yeah, we're getting
いわゆる討伐
getting Power Man
はい
for the new Unreal. That should be interesting. I never did it in Savage, so I don't know. Or Extreme. I don't know how that's gonna go. That one's gonna be a rough one. So it sounds like if you want to get your full hollows in,
なるほど。
do it now.
ここが
Ultima's not bad. Ultima's pretty easy.
でもこれはかなり
Sephiroth, just
とはいえマーカーが
Godspeed.
結構昔の
Godspeed, everyone. Try to do Sephiroth.
最近
Unreal.
撮ってないやつとかは全部今回手を入れて、
はい
マーカーを今日
I still haven't done any
今時。
of the full hollows. I need to get it done. I need to get it done while I can. I get that anxiety, you know, about hopping into Party Finder. That's why I always burn out on the Savage series around the third boss.
バランス調整してるんでな なんか雑魚フ
Being
ェイストの
intensifies Power Man 5000 plagiarism. Savage mode,
あ
yeah.
っという間にことがありますんで、ぜひ。
It'll be fun, but it's definitely going to be
あ
hard.
りがとうございます
But you know, I mean, most of the mechanics nowadays,
Yeah,
we've been through them all. Duty support added for Snowcloak, yeah.
メインクエスト開始
Yeah, so I mean, so far it's all been stuff we got the last time. So really nothing super new. I am excited about the Steps of Faith revamp, though. Really, all of the stuff from Heavensward. Kind of sucks we're not getting some of the later dungeons and duty support, but I know it takes them a long time to get that stuff made. But I've been holding off on leveling a couple alts through Heavensward until the duty support came out. I just hate waiting in queue for the Heavensward dungeons. It just takes forever. I wonder how they're gonna revamp Snowcloak. Well, I don't think they're doing like a whole lot of like revamp stuff for it. You know, they might revamp the Yeti boss because it is kind of obtuse, but the trust system will make it a little bit easier, I think, because the mobs, I mean your friends, the Scions, they actually know the mechanics. They actually know to kick the snowballs, right? The tank actually knows what to do with the snowballs. So yeah, I think it'll be a little bit easier, but I don't know how much they're gonna revamp. It wouldn't surprise me if they do a couple minor changes here and there. I don't expect we're gonna be seeing major revamps for any of them like we did the ARR dungeons. The ARR dungeons were rough. You gotta remember that they were rough. But these, I mean, aside from the Yeti, they're not too bad. Most of the mechanics are pretty self-explanatory, right? It's just kind of tedious going through like your third dragon dungeon. But yeah, the Steps of Faith revamp, that should be interesting. That I think is going to be the big one. The others, I don't think they're going to be doing anything but kind of minor changes. Maybe adding a little bit more in terms of visuals for the mechanics, like the Yeti, just so you kind of can see what's going on a little bit more. But I don't anticipate them getting rid of paths in the dungeon like they did for Totorak. You know, nothing quite that quite that big. But who knows? They could throw us for a loop. The Thorn March duty will be interesting. I don't know how that's gonna work. I'm gonna miss the welcome Moogles if they get rid of them. having to, you know, viciously spam your target mod so you can number all of the Moogles. Yeah, probably say goodbye to that. Yeah, it looks like Steps of Faith isn't. It doesn't look too much different, but yeah, they're changing it, I think, into a solo duty, is what they said last time. So goodbye to the worst. Oh man. Worst trial in the game. I'm excited to get the revamp. I mean, I know it's a me problem just because I have a billion alts. It's the it's the side effect of being on Crystal, I guess. Having an alt of every race, but I'm just so sick of going through it. So sick of going through it and waiting for the queue every time and making people upset every time. Yeah, it needed it. It definitely needed it. Oh god, so we're doing job adjustments this live letter. So expect that. Expect that a little bit later. I'll probably go through job by job. So if anything's gonna drag out the live letter, it's gonna be that. PvP updates, yeah, we might get the. It'd be nice to see a new map for Crystalline Conflict. Variant dungeons, okay.
無人島開拓がパッチ6.2と同時
And
に
get some more info on the
開きますので、
Criterion dungeons. We saw Nanamo walking around a little bit earlier in the trailer, so
後半かな
yeah, I think there's going to be an interesting story to go along with it. I have to imagine they're tied into the relic somehow. I don't know how many times we're going to have to run them, but I can't imagine they would add a big new feature like that on the same patch as relics unlocking without having them involved with the relics. It's
が序盤あるんですけど、
really the only thing that makes sense.
まあ皆さんもやることになるとは思うんですけど、
Triangular
その中でも
arenas.
注意点をいくつか交え
Yeah,
ながら
it's an interesting looking boss. I'm looking at some of the screenshots from the
よろしくお願いします。ご期待ください。
from the raid series, and yeah,
こちらも
looks
ですね、完全
looks interesting.
コンテン
Looks
ツと
fun.
なるバリアント
The tree
ダン
boss
ジョン
looks wild.
名が難しい分岐
We're gonna have some fun with that
は
one.
い。
何度もルートを変えて探索をして、
All right, show us
物語を完成させていく
show us the Violent Sanctuary screens.
カジュアル寄りの
Show us that
コン
beautiful
テンツ
beautiful screen footage.
でもいけるって
Let's do
いうのがバリアントダンジョン。
はい。
そして同時実装となるのがアナザーダンジョン。
So we're half an hour in, and he's really just kind of gone over what's to come. This is really still just the intro. I don't know. I'm just really curious. I don't know if they necessarily needed to split this into two live letters, but I would guess that some of the assets weren't done by the time the first one rolled around, and they didn't want to drag the live letter out this long. So yeah, they had to split it. Yeah, I mean those trailers take a while, so it makes sense. But yeah, I mean so far just stuff we already knew about. Just got some screenshots to go along with it. Yeah. All right, RAP your beta portraits. They're all getting wiped. They announced that last time, so we're gonna have to redo all of our adventure plates. But you know, finally, hopefully fixing some bugs that with them. You know, stuff like them not saving and that kind of thing. We lost portraits linked to an adventure plate or gear set will remain intact. Oh, that's good. So if it is saved to your official adventure plate, it'll be saved. So your main one will stay there. Nice.
残しておきたいよってやつはアドベンチャラープレートにもう紐付けしておくか、ギアセットに紐付けしておいてください。そうすれば、保全できるようになりましたので、これはぜひつなげておいてください。
はい。書いてある通りですが、紐付けてないと失われてしまいますので、
そうです。
ギアセッ
Yeah,
トに
so that's good.
はい。
All right, so I'm not gonna have to repost.
はい。
はい。よろしく。
I love my adventure plate, but I don't want to have to remake it because I forgot how I made it the first time. To go through everything all over again. Hopefully, with the official release coming out, that means we'll get some new stuff to go with it too. That'd be nice. I'd like to have some more frames, some new frames and whatnot to go along with everything.
それでは続いての項目参りましょう。
Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out how to get audio level. These live letters are always a little bit trickier to adjust than just background music, you know.
そしてですね、
And new Allegan.
新式装備も今回
Ooh, yeah.
と
We're gonna get any new
それから
screenshots.
他のプレイヤー
Show us that high eye level crafted gear.
でこちらはですね
Show us them printouts.
外で
Hold them up to the camera. That's
依頼
the
さん
quality content we're looking for.
突入してねよく固定であるんですけどね突入してみてみんな
Yeah, the ability to request repairs is going to be really nice. It's going to be really nice for the savage crews out there. Combo sequence stuff added to the actions list. Yeah, they showed the screenshots for that last time. It looks really nice. I think it's really going to help a lot of people coming into the game for the first time who don't really know how the combo system works. I mean, you watch Twitch long enough, even some of the big streamers, I love them to death. But they're not always that great because they don't play MMOs. You know, they're coming over because they're Final Fantasy fans, and then they slam pick Lancer at the very beginning of their playthrough, and you see some stuff. You see some stuff. Watching enough Twitch. So I think the combo action sequence being shown in the actions list is going to be really nice because it actually shows you a breakdown of the buttons you need to play in order. And I feel like Dragoon is by far the worst offender of it, but there's a couple others out there. There's the glamour dresser capacity. That's going to be really good. I've been holding off on putting some stuff in my glamour dresser until that was out, so finally moved some stuff over. So sitting in the armoire, put all the new summer outfits and stuff in there because I didn't want to fill up the glamour dresser, but now I can. Free reign. Let's do it. Now give us more glam plates. Give the people what they want, Yoshi. Adjustments to the order, yeah. Thank God. I mean, Return to Avalis is already long enough to begin with, but yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna say goodbye with a broken heart to the Making Bread quest.
はい。
さらにですね、
はい。
ちょっとお伝えしておきたい。次のは新しい。
新しいお話ですね。
以前から
Ooh, preparations for the 7.0 graphics update. What's that mean?
やっていきますよという話をしてたと思うんですけど、全てを全部70で入れてしまうとですね、当然デバッグも大変ですし、バグった時に
Okay, so this. Wonder what this is gonna mean.
あるので、今回パッチ 6.2 で先行と
RTX on? Are we finally getting FF RTX on, baby?
はい。お願いします。
Can't imagine they'd be adding it this early on. Alleviate drops in frame rate. Hey! Hey, you Limsay AFKers.
GPU に高負荷がかかった時に、フレームレートが落ちてたんですけど、このフレームレートの低下を抑制したので、もちろん皆さんのねお使いの PC はスペックバラバラなので、いやいやなんか相変わらず時あるけど。
Yeah, Limsay AFK is finally getting some content here.
なります。フレームレート改善されます。でこれはね、プレイステーション側もそうです。はい、全体的にフレームレート値が抑制されていくようになります。
はい。That should be nice.
で、次。こちらはですね。
Dynamic resolution function. Oh, that's cool.
解像度機能をですね。ちょっとベータ版として。
So yeah.
一通りのデバッグが終わってはいる。
If you strain a bit under Limsa or the Balmont quicksand, you know, that kind of thing. You can put on the dynamic resolution and it'll adjust it for you. So that'll be nice. Finally getting some of those features. Just the resolution, yeah. I mean, if you know what dynamic resolution is in any other game, sounds like it'll be kind of the same, but yeah, that'll be nice. Very nice. I hope it's not on by default, though. I don't want to have to go through and redo a bunch of my settings. Just because I have to resave it on every new character, and I can never remember which of the folders is my main. So I always end up copying over the wrong one, right? But yeah, so it's nice they're putting this stuff in this early. So who knows? Maybe 6.3 we could finally get new shaders or something like that. That could be a lot of fun. You know, I think a lot of people are really excited about the 7.0 graphics update. So the fact that they're already starting to lay in the groundwork. All right, let's go. Alright. Do you stole a model? Do you stole a model? I have to imagine she's going to be one of the first, right? I think that's kind of what everyone's expecting. She's going to be the first one to get the new models when they finally come out.
ちょっと少しでも試してみようかなとか、
はいはいはい
ちょっとフレ文字あるんだよねみたいな方はですね、オンにしていただけるとより快適に、よーく見てると分かります。
はは
よーく見てるとなんかね、すごく抜けた
うん
エリアで人が
He's explaining the
遠くから
the
ね
technical stuff with it and some of the issues he's had
こう
going through certain
歩いてる
areas
とあ、
before
そうだ落ちた
out in the out in the wild.
で抜けるとね、本当
And yeah, just kind of going over how the dynamic resolution works and his own struggles with
つかないように
with dropped frames.
っていうことなんですね。
The token welcome moogles and limbs have been too much.
はい。
よくわからんっていう方はそのままにしといていただければ。
まあまあ確かに。
Dynamic resolution
オンにしない
or
と実行されないので
switch port mode.
まあぜひ
Who
試
knows?
してみてください。
はい。
Maybe one day, now that the stream deck is out,
というところ
you
で
know, it wouldn't surprise me if we start seeing it being ported to
続いてはこちら
to a couple other things here and there.
のジョブ
Ooh,
関
there we
連
go.
調整と
Pretty.
いうことですが、
なんで
え
なんかコメントで 7.0 が6年後とかいうコメントが出てる。なんで
I don't know. I've never liked the long robes personally.
わかんない
But that's just because I'm a red mage. I need something that goes with my fancy hats a little bit more than the chiffon thing.
6年も
See, I would rather have what the
すごいものができそうですね。
Reaper has right there
あの
Like that outfit?
どころじゃないですか。
on my red mage. That would look fantastic
いきなり出てきた
once it's dyed and everything like that.
会
まあなん
場
かだからといってさ、いつですとは
Get my
言えない
fancy
から
hat
さ
on.
確かにね。
6年はかかんないです。全然。
そのための一言だったのか。
いやわかんない
そんなわけねえわ。
わかんない
ポロリっていう。
ちょっと
Whoa, job adjustments. All right, bear down, boys. This is always the hardest part for me to do the live watch along too.
まず PVE
Just because,
モンスターとのバトル
yeah,
に関しての調整なん
just
ですけ
because
ど
I've had my main for
予定してたのは
a while now,
というお話
so I don't
をさせてい
really
ただいたんですけど
necessarily
大体ではない
go
ものの
super in
もちろん
depth
複数のジョブを
on most of the
調整
changes to the other
予定
jobs. The only thing I'm ever really looking forward to is the red mage stuff.
皆さんのご要望もあったので、
But,
我々もよし
but
や
yeah,
ってみようということでですね、パッチ6.2
no
から
major overhauls. Major overhauls coming in 7.0
ジョブに
for
対して
Dragoon and
どういう意図で
and
調整をして
Astrologian.
どういう意図だからこのアクションにこういう
So who knows? Maybe he won't do the
ジョブ調整の意図
he won't do the
テキストで公開させて
job by job
いた
breakdown.
だ
That'd be kind of
これ
nice.
どうしても
Kind
やっ
of
ぱ
breeze
僕
through it
コ
a
メ
little
ントだ
bit,
と
explain,
放送
explain a little bit about what's going on, and
足
then
りないところとか
get to the island sanctuary.
のが出てきて
How about that?
しまうので、まあそれを
That's what I want.
ちゃんとやらせていただこうかなと思ってます。
はい。
でもちろん、全
But,
て
you
の
know,
方がそれで
I
納得
and other people play other
実際
jobs.
触ってみないとわからない
Yeah.
ことっていうのもあると思うし
Gotta have content for them too.
人によってほら望む調整ってやっぱり違いはする
So
ので
so yeah, we'll go over it. It's just harder for me because I don't know how to explain all the job adjustments. I don't know what's considered good or bad. You know, when he starts going into like Dark Knight job adjustments, right?
まあみんなが
That's all
納
oof.
得しないんだったら出さなくたっていいよね。
But obviously it's important for everyone to
そういうつもり
just
で出していこうと思ってますので
I don't know.
よろしくお願いしま
I,
す。
I couldn't do a
と
couldn't do a talking the red guy about anything but red mage. I'll leave that for other streamers, better streamers.
それぞれ調整が入った状
There
況
you
に
go.
関しては意図を出しますし、まあ全体としてこういう意図で今回6.2は調整されて
Oh, man, I need another coffee, mate.
こうですっていうのを
I don't want to.
ですので、
I don't want to
ぜひ
leave.
こちらをご確認いただければと。
They usually have a break about an hour in, so
はい。
we're getting close, maybe.
そしてですね、
I
今日
would.
お伝えしておくのがですね、クリティカルとダイレクトヒットを調整します。
Oh yeah, yeah. He's explained a little bit about this. Just adjusting like the back end of how it works. It'll mostly apply to melee, from what I understand.
はい。
But yeah,
はい。
it's just evening the bar across all of the jobs because there have always been a couple jobs where the math behind it has always been kind of weird, kind of wonky, and wasn't being calculated the way that it was. I think it mostly affected Monk and Ninja, if I remember right. But yeah, they'll finally adjust it, so that should actually be like a stealth buff for
ガスが
those
確定
jobs,
だからね。
from what I understand.
そうですね。
っていうところがありました。
うん
で、これをですね
Yeah.
今回、次どうぞ。
Now
クリティカル
inflict more
ダ
damage
イレ
as
ク
a
トヒッ
result.
ト確定アクション
So,
の場合は、
so yeah,
それらの知ら
It's
せ、まあ、バフやデバフを
smoothing
してた
things
時に
out,
ですね
smoothing things out on the back
の代わ
end.
りに
They have to do that
単純に
occasionally.
余ダメ
Stuff
ー
that
ジ
we
が
don't
上昇するっていう
necessarily
効果を
see or understand that's
実装
apparent,
できましたので、
but
なる
it,
ほど
it has to
単
do with
純
the
に
way
火
that they
力が上がりま
calculate
す。
all of that stuff in the background.
なので
People that actually do
えー
coding and math
今
can
までだ
explain
と
all of that.
発
That's
動率上げ
definitely
られた
not
ところ
me.
で俺ら確定だったから固定
You don't want me
値
explaining the
っていうと
coding
ころ
behind
が
it, but
単純に
yeah,
上が
that,
るこ
that's
とに
that's the
なりますの
baseline
で、
of what
これ
of
は
how it was explained to
何か
me
皆さんの方
anyway.
で
So
変える
so
必要
yeah,
がなくて、
those
今ま
jobs
で
that
逆
that
に
have had that issue
クリ
should
ティ
be a
カルダイレク
nice
ト確定アクションの時に
should be a nice buff.
パーティーメンバーとのシナジー
Kind
合わ
of
せ
kind of smooth things out in the
関係ない
background
よ
a
ね
little
って言っ
bit.
たのが単純に上がることになる。
Other actions will continue
はい
receiving
で
typical
確定アクション以
benefits.
外への効果は
Yeah.
もちろん従来のままなので、
But
そこは
but yeah, so I think we'll start seeing a little bit
でこれに合わせてですね
more
もう
more parity
はい。
with those jobs. They don't have to be as streaky
ダイレクトヒット
when it comes to their updates. Because stuff like Ninja and Monk, they've always been traditionally very streaky.
なかったんですね。
Sometimes they're like really good, sometimes they dip down a little bit. And I have a feeling this was probably a major part of that
確かに。
on why that was. So
ダイレクトヒット
yeah.
の値が高いほどダメージを与えるよう
anti-direct
に
hits, yeah.
仕様を変更しておりますので、
Yeah, same thing with the direct hit
意
rate,
味ねえじゃんっていうのはなくなります。
積んだなりの。
depending
積んだ
on
なりのはある
direct hit.
積んだなりの。
あ
なので、ちょっと悩みが増えるかもしれないんですけど、あるんでねいろいろまた研究していただける
Wars can melt DH again.
と思いますので、
Go ham, buddy.
ぜひ。
Do what you gotta
まあ
do.
確定アクション
Why
以外
not?
の効果は
If you're a warrior and you want to melt direct hit,
あくまでも確定アクションに
go with what's in your heart. That's all I can say.
今までとは変わりますので、
はい
少し皆さんでね情報交換しながらやっていただけるとよりねこうジョブによっての
うん
そのどのマテリアをどれぐらいつけようかみたいなところも、
Yeah, it'll be nice. I think it was mostly monks and ninjas.
思っておりますの
I
で
can't remember if dragoons had anything
はい
where that was really affected. It was like very specific skills. The way this was explained to me that were being affected by this. So yeah, because they're not gonna lower the damage for everyone for the expansion and immediately raise it back up.
That's
not how that works. But yeah, it was affecting certain skills from a couple of classes. So
してもらうようにはしますが、
Yeah.
よろしくお願いします。
はい。
さて、では続いては PVP のアップデート。
はい、次。
some PvP adjustments here.
はい。PVP アップデート。
Sorry, it's getting
PVP のアクションももちろん、言っちゃっていいですよ。調整されます。
うん。
で、こちらはいろいろ
Engorge.
細々調整が
はい。
入っ
There
て
you
い
go.
るので、
PvP
こちらに対
Series
して
2
も
begins.
ちゃんとテキスト
And they did make an announcement about the
します。
はい。
そしてですね、
the rewards.
ついに
You'll also get all of the lower
再開になりま
tier
すが
borders and portraits and all of that. So that's going to be really nice.
まあできる限りの
うん
一旦調整は入れて
But
はある
if you do want the season 1
かなりちょっと雰
rewards,
囲気が
you got until the end of this next season to get them.
いるかもしれないので、
なるほど。
これはまたぜひですね、皆さんにちょっとフィードバックをいただけると、
Yeah, Crystal and Conflict is fun. I haven't played it nearly as much. I'll admit, now that I got my rewards and they're giving me all of the lower tier stuff. Because I did like the diamond border a little bit more than the actual crystal border. But now I'll be able to get them all. So I'll have all the borders. I can change it daily if I want. It's just Diamond went a little bit better with my whole Explorer stuff going on.
一新されております。で、シリーズレベルとシリーズ EXP はリセットとなりますので、
But yeah, that's nice. So season 1, I don't know if they'll announce it during the live letter, but they did do a special
新たにですね
little announcement on the lodestone about it. So
で、シーズン
and they're making it so you can get all of the tiers below where you ended up. And season 1 will be included with that. So whatever you get in season 1, if you wore Crystal, you'll get all the frames and borders from the lower tiers. With that, So,
まあまあ
so yeah,
まだ大丈夫って言って
and that'll be the standard
や
moving
らない
forward.
ように。はい、よろしくお願いします。
はい、よろしくお願いします。
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. I need new rewards though.
そしてまだまだ、
はい
They need to keep throwing in some
クリ
new
スタルコンフリクトが
new
パッチ
rewards
6.2
into
と同時
ranked
にシーズン
to keep
3
the
が開幕となります。
keep the status up. I
こ
think
ちらがですね
the frames are
結構
nice, but once you
ござい
if you get crystal
ま
the
して
first season,
お願いします。
now I don't have any
まずクリスタルコンフリクトの
don't have any
ランクアップ
reason to do it anymore. I've got all the frames, unless I just really want that top 100 or top 30 frame, you know.
階級のその昇格、
Okay.
まあ階級が上に上がるっていうのがですね、すべてこのまあ
Season
常に上
3
に
onward.
上行ったら落ちませんよだったんですが、
はい。
Okay.
クリスタルからダイヤモンド、ダイヤモン
What's
ド
this
か
gonna
ら
mean?
プラチナという上位
So this is how it
2ラ
used
ン
to
クだけ
work.
降格を作ることにしました。
おお。
まず
Demotion is added. Okay.
一旦ちょっと聞いてください。
はい。
Glad I did
これ
everything.
はとにかくもう上がったら上がりっぱなしで、
はい
とりあえずどんなジョブでも出しちゃえばいいやっていうことで、結構クリスタル隊の、
うんうんうん。
なんていうんですか、マッチングがのそのプレイヤースキルがのばらつきがすごいので、ちょっと真剣にやろうと思ってんだけど、なかなか
Yeah.
できないんだよねっていうところが
I'm real
あ
glad
る
I
ので
got Crystal the first season. Demotion would have killed me.
負けると、
Demotion would have absolutely slaughtered my my enthusiasm. But have fun. Have fun, everyone.
しっかりしたその
But it sounds like it's only for Diamond and Crystal ranks, so
マッチングにしたいという意図が
have fun in Platinum Hell, guys. Have fun in Elo Hell.
で、ただほら下がらないからやったんじゃないかと
はいはい。
この声はねすごくあると思うんです。
うん。
Yeah, that's a big change,
じゃあ
though.
先にちょっと
That's a very big change.
中身だけ
はい
I mean, I've kind of discussed a little bit about
そ
how
うなります。
how wonky it is before.
どうしたの
But like your actual rank
クリスタルで0ポイントの
that's
状態で
displayed for rewards and your MMR,
はい。
ダイヤモンド1の星
it's very weird. If they're like most companies,
で同
it
様
it
に
your MMR and your actual match ranking does not match your actual.
さらに星がないという状態で負けると
Okay, so they're just it's essentially doing the same. It means the same thing. It just shows a little bit differently. Makes more sense when it does it this way. But if they do it the way most companies do it, your actual rank that's displayed for rewards and your MMR can be vastly different. So I had the issue. I discussed it on.
上位2ランクに高級っていう概念を入れることに
Oh,
伴ってで
nice.
すね。
And characters, all ranked characters at Bronze 3. Okay.
勝ち星ゼロの状態からの
So even if you end up in Crystal, you are starting everyone fresh. Okay. But I had the issue where I was doing so well so beginning on that by the time that I hit Platinum and Diamond, I was already starting to play with, you know, top 100 players consistently in like every match, right? And it's probably because if they're like most companies, the way the MMR works is it's not just win-loss. MMR in a lot of games takes into account, you know, KDA ratio, all kinds of stuff, and a lot of that. The calculations are proprietary. I think it was, I can't remember if it was Wired or WAPO's technical guide that had a good article about how MMR works in a lot of games. And yeah, it's all proprietary. It's not just win-loss for your actual match ranking. The stuff that's not displayed on the back end that actually determines how your matchmaking is ranked. So yeah, I had the issue where I was playing top 100 players by the time I was, you know, early Diamond, and maybe even late Platinum. Yeah, I was playing top 100 players, which was great. The matches were good. It felt awesome seeing these names in every match and both teams being like, oh, I'm playing with these guys, right? That must mean I'm pretty good. But I was only Platinum and Diamond, so it was impossible for me to like rank up for the actual rewards because of the way my MMR worked. Yeah, my MMR said I was supposed to be there, but the ranking was like, hey, you're hitting 50% matches now, you know. you're where you should be for your
出していいかな
rewards.
くなっちゃうんですよ。もう
So
これ
it,
いい
yeah,
か
it was just kind of
こう
annoying
こ
that the
れでいいかなみ
rewards
たいな。
didn't match what I was seeing with who I was
もうなんか
playing.
このスコアで
So
もうや
hopefully
め
with
と
the
こうみたいな。
demotion
テストを取って
system,
まだやることかって考えちゃうと。
そうなんです
that'll
よ。
that'll
なの
adjust a
で
little bit of that.
もっとこ
It'll
う
adjust
効
a
果
lot
があ
of
るか
that
らやっぱり
and
上手い人プライドある
start
人効果
reflecting
出
a
したくな
little
いか
bit
ら
more. I
カジ
mean,
ュ
it's still
カ
not going to
ジ
be
ュアルな
perfect
練
because
習した
again,
り
if they're like any other
そ
company, the
れこそカスタ
MMR
ム
is
で練
hidden.
習したりして
It's all proprietary
他
stuff.
の
We'll
バリエー
never
シ
know
ョンがあ
what
る
they
と
use to
出していくと
determine
思うん
that.
ですけどそれでも
The
やっぱり
highest,
こ
yeah,
う
by the highest
入
crystal
る
credit
こと
score
になら
achieved
ない
during a
よう
season,
に
so it
と
doesn't
に
have
か
to be your
く
final.
最高到
So
達
that's
点
good.
上げていこうっていう考
So
え
whatever
方
you
にな
peak
れ
up
ば
into,
なんか絞らなくて
there
もいい
you
や
go.
っていうであとやっぱりシーズン
But
とかにもうちょっと出すのや
But
めて
yeah,
くれ
hopefully with the demotion, it will mean that it starts
ならないと思
reflecting
う
where
の
you
で
should be
この形
a
に
little
させ
bit
て
better.
いただこうかなと思
Um,
っております
so
また
so
この
yeah.
あたりもちゃんと皆さんのデータを
But
配
yeah,
布
that is
して
also
フィー
kind
ド
of
バ
a
ックを
big
拝見
middle
しても
finger
しか
to
した
the
らま
win
た変えてい
traders
くか
out
もしれ
there
ません
too.
が
But
3
it is nice
では
that it is based on what you actually eventually achieved, you know, instead of where you're supposed to be
さらにですね
or where you end up.
クリスタルコンフリクトの
So here we go. So yeah, it's interesting to see how this is going to work. I wonder if they'll go into like anything at all as far as how the actual MMR works. Yeah, matching will undergo overall adjustments. Okay, here we go. Like I said, we'll probably never know what they actually use to calculate the MMR. That stuff, that's big money to a lot of these companies. But now hopefully hopefully your actual rewards will reflect where you're supposed to be a little bit better than it did. Dynamic adjustments to matching based on current tier population and more. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, so just adjusting the math, kind of what I was explaining a little bit earlier. You know, if they're like, you know, COD or Apex or anything, it's not just win-loss that goes into your actual match ranking. It's a ton of different things. It's a ton of different things, and we'll never know what the full actual calculations are for it, right? But yeah, it sounds like they're getting a little bit better at it now that people are like, oh hey, this is actually fun. This is actually good. Has been will result in stricter penalties. That's good. That's good. For all mid-duty or after matching. Very good. Yeah, so it seems like they're taking a lot of the praise for Crystal and Conflict to heart, and they're like, oh hey, we should actually take this a little more seriously now. So yeah, I like the adjustments. I don't know if I'll play it anymore. Maybe. I like the casual matches now. I would like to see more rewards and different rewards each season for ranked. You know, the frames are good, but if you get Crystal in you know, I mentioned it before, if you get Crystal in the first couple of seasons, there's really no reason to do it anymore. So they need to keep the rewards refreshed just to keep people playing ranked. But yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. So you'll be able to get all the tiers below you. So you know, if you get Crystal or Diamond in the first season, and we're kind of sad that you didn't get all the lower plates. Now you get all the lower plates. We just got to go back and talk to him. So yeah, you get all of the stuff below it. Yeah, it's all fashion. There's no reason not to give it to us. So yeah, that's a nice little change. I like that. I don't know if I'll get rid of my Crystal one or if I'll switch over to Diamond, because the Diamond went with my Explorer theme a little bit better. You know, I want my notebooks and the map stuff, but nothing with the crystal border goes with it. You have to like redo everything to go with this whole blue theme, and they don't have a whole lot of blue stuff for the frames right now. So yeah, it'll be nice. They understand the adventure plate is officially fashion now. All right, here we go. So raid details. But yeah, we should be getting new series pass reward soonish. That'll be nice. Get something to use all of my 20,000 crystals on. Monsters!
ご覧いただくわけですけれども、安全安
Yeah,
心
some of
に
this
ご
stuff
覧いただくための
from the
準備を
trailer looked pretty good.
進めてます。
I'm
excited. I'm excited for the triangle tree boss. Or whatever that
聞き慣
was.
れない一部の方に聞き慣れた呪文が吉田さんの口から出る
I
か
think
も
the
しれま
mechanics
せ
are
ん
gonna
が
get wild.
これで
スルーしていただき
They said Yoshi said through translation earlier, he tried to do the first two tiers, first two
マウンドは用意さ
bosses
れてるんです。
of Savage in 2 hours
吉田さん
before the
の
stream
合図があれ
started
ば聞いて
today.
ます
ちょっと待ってね、まだ
And he couldn't remember all the mechanics. I mean, he's the dev, so
今突入した
have fun with that.
空から親方降ってきた。違う。
親方降ってきちゃったんです
Just-
コメントで
I don't know. I don't mind a lot of mechanics. I just don't want them done in a way that just makes it a pain to explain to Party Finder each and every time. Get into that Party Finder hell. I mean, that's why P3S is really harder, I think, than probably even P4S is from what I've seen of them. It's just so much to explain, and every time you get into a new group, you have to go over it all over again.
はい。じゃあ、
よろし
You know, the
じゃあ行ってみましょうか。
acronyms in the Party Finder description only go so far.
おるなんかおる
Hey, there we go. There's the boss. Hey.
見てこの殺意あふれる。
すごいですね
Ooh, new music. New music.
あげちゃった BGM に反応される方もいっぱいいる
Sounds good. Sounds
なんとですね
okay.
はい
Sounds spooky enough.
プロトカーバンク
カーバンクルさん。
ちょっと我々の
知るものとは違いますね。
え
もともとこうだった。
Oh, evil carbuncle.
あそういう世界
Looks like an evil carbuncle, a
も
little
と
bit.
もと多分カーバンクルとはこういう創造生物で、なんかやべえのできちゃったから
Rich in
そ
shambles.
のパンデモニウムに
そっかここにいるってことはそういうことね
ここにいるっていうことはそういうことですね。
わ
I don't know. It's.
な
Hmm.
ぜ
I don't know how I feel
今
about
あんま
it.
りこう愛らしいこう
I mean, that hitbox is just gigantic.
こ
For the size of the arena that it's
コ
in.
メントでも流れてるんですけど、
Now, obviously, we're gonna have looks like a Protean go out. Just based on the, Based on the lines. I mean, you can look at the floor map and kind of get an idea of what to expect. Yeah, it looks like we've got some Proteans. I mean, clock positions is
バトル中も
a Savage Raid are gonna have clocks at some point, right?
そっか
Looks like something to do with the inner circle there. So I'll jump mid or got to tank a mid.
コースにいらっしゃる
狭いっていうコメントが
確かに狭い
あるんですよ。
Yeah, it's just the arena looks so
狭いの
small
理由があるんですよ。
compared to his hitbox.
他には何か
Interesting.
なんだろうね、この
Interesting. Mm.
この斜めのラインとね。
ねそのなんだこりゃその羽のようなプロペラのようなものもなんでしょ
ちょっと狭くて
ういや
地味っぽいじゃん。なんかあるんですよ
い。や狭いのは良くないと思うな
Just I don't remember.
でもこうあ
うん。
ゆっくり歩き始
I
め
just
た
don't remember any of the other savages
すごいなカーバンクルの一撃が重
like having a hitbox that gigantic. Just no space.
これで一つ目のギミックはみんな避けられる
Okay,
ね。
なるほど
we
ね
got a need one mechanic there.
まあそうね角行ってこっち向いたってことは、
Okay.
まあ
Oh, okay.
半分になりましたが
Huh.
なるほどななるほど作詞
Huh.
続きは見せないよ
Interesting.
強い意志を感じました
Interesting.
まあまあこう狭きゃね
Restart.
ついつい外踏んじゃう時もありますね
See if he does this again. See if we can get a better look at it.
わけでですね
はあ。
まあ狭いのにも意
Okay,
味がある
this
し、
this could be a
なん
little
か壁ができ
wild.
たのにも意味があるし。
This could be getting a little wild.
そうなんですよ。
So the beam was shining red and the red zone was ruby
見たこと
light.
ないことをさすがにしてきますな、
うん。
Huh.
曲もまあいい
うん
話なので、もうぜひですね、
うん、
Very interesting.
高くやっていただけるとよろしいかと。
This is gonna be fun, isn't it?
おー
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
まあ言うてこれ
And I already like the
そういう
music
ことですね
quite a bit more than
誰
the
もね好きな話はしてないんで
than the previous tier.
まあ今回もしっかり4層 ございますし、
はい。
ね、4層も結構大変なことになっております。
いいコメントがありました。
ん
これ召喚させてよっていう。
これですか？強ない
強そうですね。
強ない
これ召喚できたら
いやだってこれ
And I can't tell
あれ
this.
だよパンデモニウムに
Is it the Savage version? I can't read Japanese, obviously. So
イデアとしてどうなん
そうですね
I don't think it is. I think this is the normal version. It doesn't have brackets at the end, but I don't know if they do the brackets for Savage at the end in Japanese. I don't know if they have parentheses in Japanese, to be
は
honest.
い、というわけでまあちょっとねざっと雰囲気なんですが煉獄編第1層がこちらになりますので、まあまあ結構バラエティに富んだ敵と戦っていただくことになります
It's
ので
just the arena looks so small. I don't know if it's just because it's been a while since I've stepped in or what.
楽しみにしてください。
But
はい。どうぞご期待ください。
yeah, it's
ということで、バンマーデンパンデモニウム
just looks
煉獄
tiny.
編の
It just
中身
looks
を
tiny to me.
では私は
I need to dust off the old gear and hop back into raids more, I think.
せっかくだから
前半まだちょっともうちょっと時間
もうちょっとありますよ。
別にタイムキープしてるわけじゃないので。報酬
Oh, are we getting?
なんかちょっ
Is he holding stuff up to the camera?
はい。
Are we finally getting it? Are we finally getting stuff held up? Give us those printouts, Yoshi. Do it. Do it. You know you want to.
はい。まず、
新式
新式。
新式です。
新式です。
今回もですね、ごつい
Yeah, there it is.
は、
最近ね、キャラハンのね、スキルアップもすごくてですね。
確か
Ooh, that looks good.
これ新式です。
Ah, the detailing is just so intricate, man. I just love looking at armor, even if it's not my thing. They just do such a good job with the textures and embossing and stuff.
リーパーだともうメールですね。こんな感じですね。
Okay.
あ
Looks kind of like the tank one, just blue.
誰だい
Ah, the detailing is so good.
が発売してから作ったら間に合ってないんだよな。
ー確かに。
そうですね。あとは
All right, show me caster, show me caster, show me red mage. Oh, I saw bard, There we go. There you go. Ooh,
はいはいはい。
Ooh, that looks good. That's real good.
いいです。
うん
I'm not much on like super heavy armor though, but who knows?
リーダーは頼む
Give me a nice jacket. That's what I want. Give me a nice red mage jacket. The healer, okay.
の新式装備。
そう。
Nice,
ライザ
nice.
ーはちゃんと、
はいはいはい。
Problem is, it's always hard to tell until we see it dyed, right?
ラインになりますな。おい。
Okay. Hey. Yeah, see, I'm not big on the long on the long dress. I'm not big on the gowns.
この新式ってことですね。
そうそう
新式の。はい。
Looks good if you're into it. It definitely looks like Abyssos Pandemonium gear.
あ、トムソン。
Yeah, just not my thing with my red mage.
インナー装備。
But it is a bunny with a hood on, so keep that in mind. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. I really like that. That's my stuff.
いっぱいありますね。
インガの文句ですね。
Okay, see, those two are more my thing. Those two are more my thing. Can I get those on a red mage, please? See, I'm not big on the long gown. I'll go good on my black mage. The wooden, the casting one, just not my thing. But the gunbreaker and the striker
イ
gear.
ンナー装備をご覧いただいております。
Okay, I like those. Ooh, a ninja.
ロ
は
Yeah, that looks pretty
あ。いい
nice.
じゃん。
Yeah,
文句そうです袖ある
the gunbreaker. Gunbreaker looks good. This is the content that I enjoy. I need these printouts held up to the camera. Give it to me. Ooh. Ooh, I like that.
かっこよ。
Ooh, I like that a lot. So I wonder if this is going to be the, this is the crafted gear?
レイドがですね
And the first set was the raid gear? It definitely looked a lot more like Abyssos gear, the first
私
set.
大好き。
What's this?
今回ちょっとレイドシリー
What's
ズは
this?
初めて
Ooh. Oh, raid series.
試みなんですけ
Okay.
ど、こういうですね
Nice.
VFX がいろいろ
来たーこれ。
So it's getting effects,
あ
huh?
ららら
を
That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
So they're adding effects to it. It sounds
だ
like.
2文字しか発せなくなる
That looks cool. Okay, maybe.
メールなん
Ooh.
で粒子
え
Ooh, maybe I am gonna have to get the red mage gear then. Or is this just for the weapons?
ー、俺がもうどう動くか楽し
That
みで
looks
すから。
cool. Everyone gets a Doctor Strange portal now. Yeah.
これはもはや
That looks
敵じゃん
awesome. Oh
なんぼか
man.
っていう話
I don't like the gear look, but I want the effects.
この装備をつけるとですね、マスクの中が
I'm
燃えるっていう
torn.
ね、
かー
謎の
I'm torn. That looks fantastic.
確かに
And it's gonna look even better in motion too. You know it
これ
will.
はすごい。
I mean, these are just
いろいろやっ
these are the YoshiP printouts, man. What's it gonna look like in person?
なんでまあちょっと、
Hmm.
ぜひ
Now-
これはこれは。
ちょっと
これは頑張
Now
ら
I'm
ないといけない
torn. That's cool.
はい
はい、ありがと
That's really
あと
cool.
はまた後半別のコ
いいタイミング
ンテンツ紹介で
う。はーい。
言いましょうか。
楽しみです。
はい
Looks like those printouts, those next printouts might have been
で、
the crafting
ガンマメン
gear
パンデモニウム煉獄編については、
うん
あとお知らせもあるんですよね。こちら
もう
があるので、
はい
パワーポイント。
yeah, normal mode is probably just playing without the SFX, and then the Savage mode will have the cool effects to encourage more people probably to do Savage.
談笑
Oh, anyone looking for a static? I really don't want to do this through Party Finder. I always do the first two and then
どうぞ。
あー but I want that gear.
2層で獲得できる。
あ
まあ煉獄の談笑第2編。まあもうこれね言っちゃってっけど、まあ予想ついてるからいいんですけど。
required for gear equip
今まで
will
ですね
decrease from 6 to 4.
足が出るんですけど
Interesting. Make it a little bit easier. That's nice. That's a good change. 6 is just such an odd number for the exchanges. It really is.
なので
Just do 4 and 8, man. Just do 2, 4, and 8. There you go. So yeah, they'll make it a little bit easier, I think. It just makes more sense, I think. 6 is, yeah, it's just a weird
保管しやすいので
weird number.
ロット運がなかなかなくてですね、談笑で行くしかないんだという場合にはですね、
I think that'll be a good change.
良くなって
Get people their gear a little bit faster, get up into the upper tiers a little bit faster.
で、記載の通りですが、煉獄編より前の談笑とのレートが変わるわけではございません。
Does not apply to previously implemented rates, so it's not going to apply to the earlier tiers, but
はい。
はい
ということで、
Who cares?
以上がバンマデンパンデモニウム煉獄編
Unless you just really need that
でございました。はい。
that old glam, I
それで
guess.
は続いて次のブロックに行きたい
Yeah,
と
but
思
I
い
think
ま
that's
す。
good.
こちらです。
Good change.
どうぞ。お
Hey, here we go. New
新たな
tribal quest. Omicrons.
テストオミクロン
Let's see. Let's see the rewards. That's what I want to know. I want to see the
は
mount.
いお願いします。
See the mount.
これから見せるものがどっか行っちゃいそうですよね。これ
So are they making the savage rates harder to accompany
こちらも
this?
実機で
Oh God.
ご紹介
Rest in peace, us party finder scrubs.
なので、今ちょっと
Love slamming my head against the wall every time I have to join a new group because one person left the old one.
見せるものがいっぱいあって机のような紙だらけ。
He's ready in something.
でもさ、
He's ready in something to hold up.
あんね、我々ここに
そうですね。
手元に。
ありますね。
As players have gotten used to their level 90rotation,
自分の
yeah.
ハープめくりすればいいのにさ、なんとコメントを見るためだけに文明の利器を使ってるんですよ。
モニターがね。
ちょっと待ってね。
オミクロン族を見せていただきたい。はい。今安全に場所移動してまいりますので、少々。
All right, what are we getting? What's he showing us? It's got to be something related to the rewards. I
わ
mean,
かろう。大丈夫だろう。
they're
じゃあお願いします。
allied tribe quests, right? Hey, so we are getting a full-on bar.
ね、なるほどという
I mean, we kind of knew that at the end of Endwalker,
覚えて
right?
る方が多いんじゃないかな
こ。ちらが今回
Yeah.
舞台
But
となって おります。
It's nice to see people showing up.
まあウルティマ
We're slowly rebuilding the
まあ
world
絶
and
望だらけのところで
and getting
何
people
を
to come
して
to
い
our
くか
bar.
というとですね
Should be
まあ
fun.
こう絶望しか知らない人たちっていう存在にどうこう
Getting
まあ
robot
世界には
bartenders.
希望があるよみたいなところ
That's
でも
cool. That's very
絶
cool.
望の仕方ってみん
I
な
like
バラバ
that.
ラだったから
And hopefully the
あの
light as the weeks go on and you finish more quests, maybe
これは
the
ですね
light
もう
expands to cover the whole
ア
area.
フターストーリーみたいな
That'd be really cool. It'd be a nice way to
徹底的に
kind of bring this area back to life
であります
after everything that we went through
ぜ
here
ひですねや
at the end of the
っていただき
MSQ.
だってもうほら
はい
世界連盟
Our hardest
を
moment
おり
and
ます
then
この人 ID でしか見
coming
てない
back,
でしょ
coming around.
はいはいはいはいはい
知ってます
Oh, those are cool looking aliens.
レムナントでこの NPC たち
Very cool looking.
ちゃんと ID でテキスト拾えるじゃないですかここ
拾えますね
Good remix of
あれね、
close in the distance
改
in
め
the
て読んでお
background
くとね
too.
ああ
いいと思います
確かに確かに
Yeah, I like that a lot.
2つに分かれてしまったね人たちが
うん
世界を破壊するかのよう星を破壊してしまうような戦争に発展してしまった
Very
みたいな
cool.
お話じゃないですか。まあなぜねどういう末路を
So yeah, this will be
たのか
gathering, so
しっかり隅々見ると
Mining,
分かります
botany,
ので
and I can't remember if fishing is included. But no, I feel like if you're gonna do fishing, then
そうですね
ocean fishing's the way to go.
深み
But
を増す
はい。
理
um,
解が深まる
yeah.
Yeah,
So you know,
はい。
unfortunately, it is the two that are probably the
進んでいく
easiest
と
to
ですね
level,
ど
but
んどんいろんな
um,
その
get some nice rewards with this stuff.
種族というか
And obviously, with
絡ん
the
でいきますんで
with the story being in this area,
これまだ
That's gonna be
割と初期の段階
初期です。これ第一
maybe a
段階
little
じゃあ
maybe a little gut wrenching.
でここ
coming
エン
back
テナじゃ
here.
なくて結構遠いじゃん。
はい
Very bittersweet,
方
you know,
いらっしゃると思うん
rebuilding.
ですけど
はは
マップ暗いなっていうコメントがあって
Transportation,
ごめんね
okay.
ウルティマ2暗いんだよね。
それはしょうがないすいません
ここに
そんな場所なんです
トラン
Hmm.
スポーテーションがあるんで、
Where's this taking us? Where's this taking us?
ここをね
Okay.
結構使うことになるんで。
Just taking us over to the,
あれなんですけど、オミクロン
Omicrons,
ベースでの開始
あー
The main
なるほど
base.
なるほど
覚えておいてくださいね、これ。
So it looks like that's where we pick up
ちゃんと
the
移動が用意されている
pick up the quests.
うん
Hmm.
ペンになります。さあ、果たして、
Humanoids
あ
from
の
Dead
よ
Ends Area 2 are
カ
hanging
フェ
out.
にさ、ラーラーが来て、
Cool,
全員
so that's
消滅するかもしれ
huh.
ない。
危ない危ない
そうそう。当個体ね、どうなっていくかをですね、ぜひ6.25
はい
になっておりますので、
6.25ですね
はい。
There you
マウント
go.
も
Get a little bit more lore to some of these
そうかマウントある
マウントあります。
some of these other planet,
ちょっと
you
一
know,
瞬
the
カメラ
ghosts of other planets that we met along the way.
何かご紹介いただ
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be nice, chill content.
注意しながら
Nice, good story with the Loporits and Omicrons. I don't know if the Loporits are involved or not, but it looked like they were in the trailer. Got a big dance
Hi.
sequence going on.
椅子が邪魔。いいよ。
はい実況お願いします
ラーラーには乗れないでしょ。
ラーラーにはそうです
I
ね
can't tell if this is instanced or if it's still part of the actual world.
そうです。お
Looks like it's.
You-
Oh, that's the mount. That's cool.
これがまた、こいつも
That's
一緒に
cool.
その
え
とある
I love it.
ストーリー中に
I love
出てくるんで
ははは
That's
なんとね
cool.
その中に漂うというね、新しい
We're in a Metroid for
不
our
思議な
mount.
感じ
うん。
That's very cool.
お
Yeah, I'm gonna love this quest
なん
line.
ぞこれって
I can already tell
や
you.
ってりゃわかります。
I'm gonna love this quest line.
はいいいもん
捕食されてるようにすら
That's cool. They realized what they could do with the TV mount, and they're like, "We're going all the way, baby."
服だけ
We're
溶けそう
pushing this to the limit.
なんかさ、スライムに包まれると服だけ溶けるっていうのってさ、多分結構昭和の発想
God, and
そうかもしれない
the background looks so good on that
おじさん世
too.
代漫画よくあったよな。
They're so good at texture
なんか
masking on stuff like mounts and
また違
movement.
う感覚ですよ
That's
そう
cool.
っすね。古くはバスタードか
So if you thought, it's gatherers, I've already got a level, I don't need to do
星もね
this.
たくさんご用意して
Thank you again,
おりますし
boys.
お話も非常によく
You're getting a
ぜ
jellyfish.
ひですね
You're getting a Metroid, man.
プレイしていただければと。
Congratulations.
はい、ということで以上が、有効部族クエストオミクロン族のご紹介でした。
Very cool.
というところで現在時刻が21時20分です。
And we're getting about to break time. Please break time because I need my coffee. I need my coffee.
いただくのがいいかな
Please, for the love of God.
思いますが、
うん
一旦大丈夫ですか？
うん
ポロリとうとう
大丈夫です
大丈夫ですか？
大丈夫です
はい。それではここから、
残りは後半の頃です
Mhm.
はい
休憩に入りたいと思います。
うん
ので休憩は、
うん
15分
Alright.
15分ぐらいなの
About 10
で、
minutes.
21時35分ぐらい
うん
を目安に再開したいと思いますが、よろしくお願いいたします。で本日の休憩のお供ですけれども、
うん
今日は
あるんでしょうよ
つい先日、
うん
公開しました、
うん
15. Okay, so 15-minute break.
作成したですね、
Alright.
スターターガイドシリーズの動画
Once they go on to
アニ
break.
メチックなキャラクターでお送りするスターターガイドシリーズ動画というものがございますので、
うん
そこれ
Well,
全部流すと
35
結構長いので、
お
これをですねちゃんと15分の尺に合わせたところまで流そうという
休憩15分しかないんでしょ
そうですね。
うん
だから、
うん
多分
うん
3エピソードぐらいまでやると
うん
13分。
Alright, so once they go on break, I'll go on
その辺
break.
で止めて二人に
Mine won't be a full 15 minutes. We'll come back in a little bit to discuss discuss what we've seen so far, highlights and everything.
まだ見たことない
But I gotta get more coffee. I gotta use
はい
a
それでは、21時35分頃に再集合いたしましょう。
Okay.
休憩です。どうぞ。
All right, cool. So we will be back. They'll be back in 15 minutes. They're showing the start of a series. That's cool. I'll be back here in a few, and yeah, we'll come back and discuss everything that we've seen so far. So we will see you here in a few. All right. let's come on back here. So they're
I'm
just
here
doing
next
the
episode, so be sure to keep an eye
new
out.
intro series. So I'm gonna turn this down a little bit, just to have a little bit of background noise, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I don't think anything super exciting or super surprising, I should say. But the stuff they have shown has been really nice. Not a whole lot of new information. Most everything so far is, like I said, stuff that we already knew about. They're just showing it off a little bit more now that the assets are almost done. I mean, they got 2 weeks to release, so they're basically in Q&A at this point. But yeah, the stuff they have shown is really cool. Some of the biggest changes I think are going to be separating the gear look. It looks really good. The effects that they've got on the Savage tier stuff, it looks fantastic. I think it'll encourage more people to give it a shot. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to doing that in Party Finder. Definitely not. Mount. God, that mount looks good. The Omicron Tribe Quest mount, fantastic. Just absolutely one of the best looking mounts I think they've ever done. They're just experts at masking when it comes to movement and that kind of thing, and it looks incredible. So I think that looks good. Beyond that, not a whole lot that was kind of unexpected. The Crystal and Conflict thing I think is going to be a big change. I think that's going to make a lot of the purists kind of happy, but we'll see how it's going to affect the salt. I hope it doesn't become super toxic now that you can get demoted, but I think it is gonna kind of screw over the win traders and that kind of thing. So that's kind of nice. That's the cool thing with them is they come up with some, pretty creative solutions to get around stuff like modding and win trading, that kind of thing. It's like they can't really prove a lot of this stuff, so they come up with really interesting ways to get around it. So yeah, but yeah, the screens look good. Screens look really good. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the new Savage raids. Just a little bit that he showed looked wild. It was literally the first 2 mechanics of the first fight. So have fun. But yeah, I mean, anything for you guys popping up? Anything interesting? What do you guys think so far, aside from Evil Carbuncle? Seems to be the meme already. Oh, what do we got here? P3S again, you will never... God, don't even remind me. Don't even remind me. P3S is what broke me. What broke me. Our static couldn't figure it out, and I was just... I mean, you saw me on stream trying to do it, I think. I think I showed P3S on stream. Just these guys... Yeah. I can't imagine trying to do that. I want to do it. I love Savage raiding, I really do. But I hate Party Finder so much. It's not even like it's toxic or anything, it's just having to start over with a fresh group. And you never know what you're gonna get, and having to do that over and over and over again, it just wears on you. I don't know if the static ever got it figured out. I don't know. I never kept in touch with any of those guys after I left, so I don't know. I don't know if they eventually got it done. I don't know if they ever went back to T and got any further than that. I genuinely have no idea how they did it. It's like we couldn't even get that done with a Savage, with a static group. Probably time to leave, I guess. Time to bounce. But I would like to. I'd like to give this tier another go. I always do. I always do that. You get first 2 are usually never that bad in Party Finder. Might take you a couple lockouts, but you can usually get it done right. Man, that gear looks so good. But, you know, a couple other people have been commenting on here.
Ready for a few more?
With them lowering the cap to get your head, hand, and feet from 6 to 4, it could also mean that, you know, it's going to be a little bit harder. You know, people know their rotations now. They're not doing a whole lot with job adjustments. They're mostly adjusting back-end stuff, so no major class changes other than some numbers. So yeah, it could be a harder tier. So we'll just have to wait and see. But man, I want that gear. It looks really good with the effects now. I didn't expect that. I never knew that was even in the works.
Nice work. Now let's check out your brand new gear.
But yeah, I think it'll encourage more people to give it a go, having that cool gear.
Now you look more like a
But, you know, if it is harder,
There's still a lot to learn and
ooh,
discover.
have fun.
We've got a ways to go to get you there.
What we need to do is we need to start rating Hero on stream. We need to get people involved in the stream into doing it. Let's make our own static, guys. Let's do it. Why not? All right. So it sounds like we're gonna be coming back here in a second. So I'll boost up the old audio again. And again, let me know how the audio levels are. I really don't know how it is. It's been acting kind of weird lately, but these live letters are always kind of wonky, just because it's voices on top of voices. And with me being on YouTube, I can't really do react content the way that, you know, it's done on Twitch. So it's not content that I have a whole lot of chances to really fine tune. So I rely on you guys. But yeah, I mean, even though it's not really been a whole lot of new information, you know, other than new screenshots, the information itself hasn't been new. What they've shown us look good. You know, those screenshots look good. The footage looks good. The trailer looked good. It's nothing, I think, super unexpected other than the mount. But it looks slick. It looks polished. And, yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm ready to get into it. You know, I think that's kind of the weird thing with this patch is you know, people are curious where the story's going to go. Just because we are entering, you know, a whole new storyline for the next, you know, 5 to 10 years. But for the most part, I think it's just people are looking forward to the content more. You know, we've been, I think, kind of surprised out. You know, the journey from pretty much, you know, Shadowbringers on has just been such a roller coaster that people have been kind of looking forward to just not being surprised for a while. We don't want to be on the emotional roller coaster, you know, for another 10 years. It's nice to have this little break. So, like, MSQ, I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But it's kind of one of those weird times, the first time in a while that I can think of that, like, I'm not looking forward to the MSQ the most. Like, it's all the other content that I'm looking forward to, like the Island Sanctuaries. So, yeah, it's interesting. Where this is like the first live letter in a while where I'm not like, what's happening? What's happening, guys? Who's that? Who's that in the trailer? You know, that kind of thing. It's just like, oh, MSQ, going in the void. Hey, who's the Reaper guy? Yeah, you can just kind of sit back and enjoy it. And yeah, it feels a little weird, but it doesn't feel like a bad thing. It doesn't feel like a certain other MMO right now where it's just like all the content just kind of seems like, this looks boring. All of this looks good. It's just nice not to...
いい天気ですね。
いい天気ですね。
ご覧の放送は
oh god.
第72回
Oh
ファイナル
god.
ファンタジー14
This is Island
プロデュースされ
Sanctuary
た
stuff.
ゲームです
oh
では
god.
後半スタートは無人島開拓を
来たっ
いこうかと思いますが、
てことはここは
はい。
oh god.
皆さんにプレイヤー一人に一島お渡しする
Here we
島
go.
がこちらでご
Here
ざ
we
います。
go. This is
こちら
it.
が
This is the content we've been waiting for.
みんな
You
が
know, what an intro. What an intro, YoshiP.
まあここまで到達するにはそれなりに開拓してこないと来れないですけど。
God, this place is
そう
gigantic.
そうそう最
It's
初からはさすがに
huge.
ですけど。
Look at that. This is the top of the volcano looking area.
なるほど。
Oh, you can fly. You can
Yeah,
fly. The
yeah.
Mandragora can fly.
えらい無人島があったもんです。
多分ね思ってたより広いだと思うんですよ。
That looks awesome.
今日はひとまず
God, this place is
全体
gigantic.
感をご覧いただ
It's
く
like
た
your
めに
very own diatom.
いずれ開拓していくとまあ
はい
こういう
It's like your
ところ
very
に
own diatom, isn't it?
はははははは
一人だけのね、まあもちろんお友達
Look
が
at
いる
this.
ことは可能ですけど
See, this is. They were saying
リ
MSQ.
ゾート感のある。
ありますね。
Okay. We'll have fun with MSQ. But this I like. This I like.
これ差し上げます。
皆さんに差し上
Dude,
げ
he's having fun with
は
it.
い
Ooh. Ooh.
では、
Hmm.
一瞬戻してもらって、
はい、生カメお願いします。はい。
Who's coming to my island? Who's coming to coming to Balmung Island?
では、良いです。
はい、じゃあ実験をお願いし
Ooh,
ます
this is gonna be fun.
ほい。
最初にですね、
はい
皆さんが訪
Alright, here we go from the ground level.
この入り江からです。
From the ground level.
こ
Ooh.
こへ
ここへ。
誰かに連れてこられます。
ほうほうほう。
で、ここから
It's wonderful showing you the like
今
steps
日か
of
らこの島
progression
はあなたのものよ
as you build it up.
なるほど。
言われて、ここから開拓を始めていくっていうことになります。
はい。
で、ちょっとデバコマも
God, I'm gonna be
使いなが
spending so
ら
much time here.
ー
I'm telling you right now,
いきなり私
if we
ね
do any more
好きな
like
存在が
casual
ちょっと
FF
さすがに
streams to break up the complete
なんていうんですか
FF playthrough,
好きかなと
はいはいはい
いう気もするので
about
序盤
3/4 of it
一通りの
is going to be an
なんだろう
island
できること
sanctuary.
が解放されて
I'm calling it now.
チュートリアルっぽく作ってあり
Most
ます
of it's going to be an
はい
island sanctuary. So if you like this
それを
channel,
実際にデバコマも使いながらプレイして
just a heads up.
で、まあちょっと
Just
UI
letting you know what you're in
この
for.
あたりも説明していけたらなと思ってます。
じゃあちょっとウォークスルーっぽい感じで。
今は私これフライングしてますけど、
はい
フライングできるようになるまではある程度開拓しない
So
と
it looks like we're going to have,
開かない
you know, some cool rewards tied to it too
なります。
in the
まあマウ
Mando.
ントはかなり早い段階から
おお。
でこの速度なんで
うん。
早いです
なるほど
通常より。
Show us the island, Yoshi.
なので
Walk us through it, baby.
あんまり辛いストレスにならない。
Go up that hill. Go up that hill. Show me what's at the top of the hill.
バトルがないからな。実
Show me what's on top of that mountain. Let's do it. You know you want to.
であとコンテンツアクションで、
はい
The servers are gonna burn down. Yeah, who knows? Go through a sort of tutorial unlocking features. We didn't want to just give you an item and be like, hey, this is yours. I mean, that makes sense. Walk us through the new systems since we're going to have our own crafting, our own building. Yeah,
なるほど。
sounds huge. Okay, here we go.
はい。
Showing us without the mount, just the scale.
そした森の中で
Walking us through the, walking us up to the tutorial.
一
Here
応
we
ね、
go.
ほら誰かがかつて
確かに確かに
いたんだろう。
痕跡が。あ、
で、この猫耳さんという、
お
魔法人形なのか。
はいはい。
Got our own personal island mammoth.
開拓を手伝ってく
There
れ
we
る
go.
人たちだと思ってもらえれば良いです。
Robot Savage to get to your island.
ようこそ。
で、ちょっと開けたところ見つけたから
はい
行こうぜ。
ああ、そうかそうか。そうやってちょっと。
Ooh, we have farm music too.
あ、本当だ。
開けてるけど、まあなんもないね。
あ
ここを拠点にしましょう。
なるほど。
雨風をしのいで休憩できる場所。
I love it
でい
already.
くらなんでも素では。
I love it already.
で、まず、
I'm going to be spending so much time here. I'm sorry for all future future streams. Anyone coming into my stream 2 months from now.
行っていって、
はい
We're an island sanctuary stream now.
で、開拓ボードっていうのが出ます。これはもう後で見てください。
It is the
開拓
Chocobo
ボード
Ranch music.
します。
Nice.
これが
は
この無人島開拓専用のユーザーインターフェースになって
Okay,
ます
so we got our own little island interface there.
こう収穫とかまあいろいろあるんですけど、
The
これを選ぶことに
the
よって
rural Missourian in me is
様々なことを
it's feeling some things.
開拓
It's feeling some
これを
things.
採集する。
We're home now, boys.
そうですね。でちな
We're
みに
home now. You wanna hear me in my full-on yeehaw accent? Come on down to Island
自分
Sanctuary.
のカバンがパンパンできても
専用のが
大丈
ありますので。
Okay, this is our material pouch. It's not as many slots as I was expecting, but it's still a significant amount, so
そうですそうです。
probably enough for one of every kind of herb type on the island.
開いていきます。
夫。おー
Okay.
で、これがさっき言った
あ、アクション。
専用アクションですね。
はい。
アイル
Okay, so it's all through special actions, so like return and all of that'll have its own button. Not to be confused with
あ、なるほど。
the teleport and return outside.
だからまあ、そ
Much
の
faster
採取
cooldown.
するときに
はい
マウントに一して乗るほどではない
Okay,
なって。
looking forward to that.
あー
スプリントを使いながら
なるほど、なるほど
やっ。てってもらえる
Definitely looking forward to that.
と良いか
うん
な。で、まず
Infinite
こ
sprint.
う
I
覚
love
え
it.
てほしいのが、
はい。
I love it.
やることを決めるっていうのがこのモード選択になってます。
はい。
で、今、単純に何もしないフリーでいますっていう
Ugh.
状態なんですね。
はい。
では、
Shows
こいつ
shows that there's that jelly. It's so much smaller than I thought too. Look at it, it's tiny.
ほうほう
It's tiny.
洞窟を抜けると、最終環境に出てきましたね。
はい。ジャングル。
So much detail in such a small little
アイ
jellyfish.
コンとか
うんうんうん
この状態で、モード
Alright, show us some gathering.
収穫とか
Show us some gathering.
はい
Ooh.
ちょっと光り始めるんですよね。
なるほど、なるほど。何か、いかにも。
Pick up that
はい
pick up that tree. Pick it up,
この状態に
Yoshi.
すると
God, this is gonna look
取れ
insane
ますよ。
once
あー
they
なる
add
ほど
the
はいはいはいはい。
once they add the graphics updates
でま
for
ずは
7.0.
こ
And
の
the and the much better than usual grass.
どう作りましょうって言われてるんで、
あ、タスクがちゃんと。
はいはい、あります。これはもう、アクセスすればいいだけです。
はい。特に、その、ギャザラースキルが必要とかいうことは
な
ないい
ですね。
ね。
はい。
うんうんうん。
そう
So yeah, all of this is gonna be island specific stuff.
こうやって
It's gonna be interesting to see what exactly happens with it, how it all comes together, how it's all
ワイプもうちょっと
that's
広
all
げられる
built. You know,
マクロ集をワイプで潰してくれると嬉し
I want to see the progression of it though. I want to see how it's built. 10 XP per gather, 3,000 to the next level.
医療部の
Okay.
マクロを
そう
隠すぐらいまで
Okay.
ずいっと。
So you'll be here a while, but it'll go faster than you think. Anyone who's leveled up their gatherers know it goes pretty
ここに
quick.
オポポいたりするじゃないですか。
はい。
The crafting is going to be the interesting
今
part
のモー
though.
ドが
Crap-
まだ収穫し
the
かない
actual
から
building
こう捕獲っていうモードがだんだん
is gonna be
追加されていくと
the tricky
捕獲モ
part.
ードにすると特定の道具を使ってですね
あ、
捕
捕まえ
獲して
れるようになる。ほうほうほう。
で自分の連れ帰って
はい
飼育することができる。
Music changes on the hour when the hour changes every 5
ワイ
minutes.
プは無事
Okay.
広がりました。
広がりました。
はい。
You can see we've got a lot of buttons here that are grayed out because he's not that far into the tutorial yet.
どうぞってか出
We've
て
got a building,
私ですね
got a
今魔法の
crafting, got our minions
素材
somehow.
を集めました。
Uh,
なるほど。
一瞬にして
something with the
利
ocean.
用しましたので、
はい。
See a little clam shell.
まあ戻るときあるでしょう。
そうか。
That ports you back to your little home
ここまで行って
base.
ても。
そうそうそう。
You go with the mammoth.
で
なるほど
集めてきたよ。
はい。
これでストーンハチェットが作れるようになるから、
うん
ハチェット作ろうよと。
うんうんうんうん。
Hmm.
でこれによって制作が今度オープンしたので、
Oh, okay. Here we get our
選
crafting.
ぶとさっき取ってきた
Our island specific
素材で
island specific
これもクラフトスキル
hatchets
はいら
and
ないので
crafting tools.
必要なものだけ揃
Yeah,
えて
Basically Final Fantasy Rust. it looks like.
とすれば、その場で、
It'll be fun.
イェイってできます。
Alright, so now he's got a hatchet. So now he can go
して
and
おくとですね、
chop down even better
収穫
logs.
するときに、
はい
さっきのアクセスするオブジェクトは一緒なんだけど、
うん
取れるものが変わってきます。今度さらに
Yeah.
木の皮をこう剥いだりとか、
はい
いうのができるように。
Rowena charging 10 billion gil to build your one room.
できたよってますね。パチェットできましたよ。
I just hope the buildings have stuff to do.
建物の
Reasons to keep you coming back.
お
You know? Instead of this just being diatom, but your own personal version of it. And hopefully the buildings have, you know, places you can kind of hang out, RP,
ついに
rest, that kind of thing.
倒せるようにもなってき
You know, they said this would be kind of chill, relaxing content, but, you know, it's still got to
た
have some parts of it that are, you know, kind of evergreen, stuff you can do at any time. But I mean, just exploring the island is going to take forever from the looks of it. Ah, it's huge.
で、この聖地
Stake your
は
claim.
彼らがやってくれます。
なるほど
Love it. I love it.
まあ、開墾するための準備っていうのは必要なんだけど、
はい
はい。
Yeah, you got your own little land plot there.
なるほど
はい。
ここ
You got your own little land
ここ
plot.
建てますよとやったるでっていう顔しますね。
Spoke YoshiP looks at his future home.
必要な量が多いので、まあ急がず自
う
分の、
んなるほど
はい、ペースでね。
You have to sit there clicking on the placard.
で、さらに他の魔法人形を呼び寄せ
Is that
ておくから。
a grave marker for the mammoth? Oh.
置いてね。
Yeah, sit there, click on that placard. Click on that placard, yeah. We've done that plenty of times over the years, haven't we?
アイランドホールを建築するために必要な
ああはいはいはい
素材が
Okay.
出ますので、
So,
それを
takes quite a few-
ハチェットとか
quite a few materials
え
to build your first home. Turn it from a regular land plot to a little grass hut.
それで
Yeah, it's a few materials, not a ton.
取ってください。
Gets you up and
これは
running
ね
pretty
すぐですよ
fast.
このチュートリアルだけ一通り全部チュートリアルで、多分ね2時間半ぐらい。もう序盤の序盤の
But it doesn't look like you're going to be able to like move things around. Like you can't choose where to
ほん
build.
とゆっくりでいいんで。
So,
で、所要時間って書いてるじゃないですか。
はい
最初のうちは結構即時完成するものが多いです。持ってきてやると。で、だんだん進んでいくと、建設には12時間かかるんで、なんか他のことしてきてく
yeah,
ださ
so
い。
it's going to be a little bit looks like closer to
たま
garrisons.
にこうガッて
And wow, just bigger. Much bigger.
はい。なんでまあそういうのもあるよっていう。
But who knows? Maybe that's something you can unlock later. Is like repositioning the buildings or something like that.
空いた時間にちょっとずつやるっていうのでもいい。で、この無人島をこの島の中に
The entire tutorial phase will probably take around 2.5 hours. Okay.
コンテンツファ
Thank
イ
you,
ンダーの
TLs.
待ち時間中にマッチングの待ち時間中にここでこういろんなことをやってるっていうのも
Yeah.
全然できる
This is the content that I'm
はい。
ooh, going to be spending a lot of time here.
一番いい遊び
Yeah, so it doesn't-
じゃないかなと
Doesn't look like you'll be able to move stuff around. So
はい
everyone thinking it was going to be instance housing, it doesn't look like it's going to be
はい
instance
全
housing.
然
But
でじゃあ
still looks like it's
ちょ
going
っ
to be a
と
lot of content.
もう素材は取ってきたことにしちゃ
And of course, you still have the building button still kind of blacked out there. So, you know,
解決してみましょう嵐
嵐
ね全部
Yeah, you just- GM tools. There you go.
でそうなんですただのインスタンスじゃないんですよねインスタンスなんですけど、
うん
コンテンツファインダーに申請できるっていう特殊ゾーンをね作ってくれたんで
They said anything about it having like daily caps? Not that I know of. I can't imagine they would have daily caps on any of
で
this.
序盤は結構
And my
即時なもの
building
が
times,
多いので
はいはいはいはい
you know, that would make a little bit more sense.
おう
Ooh. Ooh. Looks cool.
そこそこ立派なものが
もう最初はこんなのからですよこれがだんだんグレードアップさせていくこともできるし
あーなるほど
もちろん見た目的にはでもこれが気に入ってるからって言って最終的にはもう見た目はこれにしとくみたいなこともできるんで、
はい
Hmm. See, once you get to the actual farm part, you'll have to wait for crops and such.
でこれでアイランドホールの建築が完了しました。
Yeah, I mean, that would make
でちなみ
sense.
に
just like an actual farm. I mean, it's for island only stuff, but hey, thanks, Rio. Appreciate it.
管理
You know, yeah, it's for
はてな押してくだ
you
さ
know,
い。
island sanctuary only stuff. So you're not going to be able to grow like fab onions or anything like that.
なんかすごいがっつりしてそうマニュアルが
But
ほらもう
yeah, I imagine they're going to have grow
はい
times
自由にやってく
and
ださい
stuff like that for
最大15人まで
for certain parts of the gardening
全部ある
aspect, you know.
のでわからんくなったらもうこれこれです。
はい
マニュアルは全部ございますここに。わからんことはしかもこのマニュアルの中で単語検索も
Yeah,
できます
this
ので
is
本当だ
going to be good chill content. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this. Yeah, I think showing it off like this does
できましたよ
立ちましたと
でランク
you know, it does address some of the things that they were talking about a little bit earlier. Like it's not instant housing. Like it doesn't look like there's a whole lot we can move around in here. Maybe when we you know, you still got the builders in there. Maybe once we start crafting furniture and stuff, we can build a little bit more and move, you know, customize it a little bit more. But like building placement and all that, it looks like it's pretty set.
拠点を
あ
作る
なる
ことも
ほどなるほど
あちなみに夕日こんな感じですね。
いいですね猫耳さん
Yeah, so to me it looks like the WoW garrisons, but on steroids,
入るぞって言ってる。
which is a good thing, I think.
Oh.
You know, I think some people that were really hoping it would be instance
なるほ
housing
ど
で島専用の
might be kind of
ございますんで、
might be kind of upset about it. But I mean, they've been trying to, you know, temper expectations with that kind of thing for a while now.
あなるほどね
So
マウントだったりとか。
なんか
はい。
yeah, it was never going to be
もう
instance
それはまあ
housing.
特に熱
But
関わる
you
も
know,
のでは
it's
ないので
it looks
はい
good.
設定というより
It looks like
コツコツ目標として
a lot of content.
くれればいいな
Mm.
と思っております。
These early buildings will get built instantly, but the further you go, you might expect 12 hours to construct.
この周囲だけ
Yeah, so we're getting Facebook timers. We're getting the Facebook timers. It sounds like.
音が鳴るので、
So there's a little bit of time gating to it. But we'll just have to see how extreme it is. You know, as long as it's not
確か
a ton.
に間違えようのない名前
They just don't want people blowing through all the content. You know, I'm not a huge fan of the time gating stuff. I'm more concerned about the customization though. But I mean, it sounds like there's going to be a ton of content to this, so hopefully, you know, even with the 12-hour time gating kind of thing for later buildings, and we don't even know how far down the line that 12-hour stuff is. Just to collect everything to get to that point could take a while too.
はい
まあ例えば、
So you're gonna get some custom glams, okay?
これねどっちも
It's very
性別関
wholesome.
係ないはず。
Looks very wholesome.
え
It's very chill.
ちなみにこの背中に背負ってる麦わら帽
Lambs
子
and
は
mounts, that's really, you
同
know,
装備と一
I
体
can put up a time gating for new
Naruhodo.
mounts and stuff, I
若干
guess.
ルフィごっこ
For good glams.
戦ってる時のねとか
はい
あとはこんな
Ooh, I like those. I like those.
感じのですね
You know me, I'm always about the treasure hunting.
これリュックが同装備に
はい
くっついてたはずですね
なるほどなるほ
That's my stuff right there. Give me those treasure hunter glams. Absolutely. I am all about the Tomb Raider stuff. So yeah, there's going to be a little time time gating and stuff with it, but we're going to have some pretty cool rewards and everything to go along with it
ちょっ
too.
とマウントっぽいものだったり、オーケストリオンフもありますし、
Looks like
普段使いす
A
る
fair amount to buy on
バ
there.
ララントだったりとか
Looks like some dyes, so you'll be able to, you know, dye your buildings and stuff, it looks like.
取れますんで、
はい
コツコツ遊んで
Yeah,
自分のための
okay.
素材を得ていくみたいな
So we've got
こともありますんで
we've got quite a bit here, huh?
ぜひゆっくりで構いません夜になりました。
夜になりましたね
Very
沈んで
cool.
きてますね
あ
Very cool.
で、さらに、
はい。
Let me move some stuff around here.
農作地作りません、耕作地を作りませんかって提案が
ちゃんと次のステップが。
耕すくんです。
そう、なるほどね。
耕すくんです。
工作
わかりやすい
耕すくんが。
耕すくんです。
Get a little chat box going
耕
here.
すくんに声かけて。
It's hard to find a spot
も
for
う
it.
徹底的にわかりやすくしていく。耕
There you go.
すくんこっちにいる。
Sorry, my chat box doesn't have like the
耕すくんが
super
これ
sticker
一つ
はい。
ご提案があるんです。
thing going on with that. I don't know how to adjust it. I'm still new to the whole chat box thing.
はい。
But yeah, a lot of content.
ありがとうございま
A
す。
lot of
ね、こんな感じ
a lot of stuff on that list. I'm curious how it's gonna look
はい。確かに。
once you're actually like building it. Like I said, it looks like you can't move things around too much.
彼らがやってくれるんですよ。
あ、そっかそっ
But
か。
it looks like there's a
や
lot
って
to it,
ください。
you know?
ただ序盤はスクリプト要求されないんですけど、だんだんね、これ以上開拓するならスクリプト欲しいなみたいな。
そうか。そういう発展性もあるんですね。
So it looks like they can automate some of it. Okay, so you got your
できましたよ。
little garden going on here.
うんうんうん。
Access
でこれ
unlocked.
ここ
Hey.
だけじゃないんでもっと広げられるから。
なるほど。初期段階のものですね。
Yeah, so there's our crop master building our own little
種を
town.
プレゼントするよ。最初の1個あげるよ。
It's our guy in charge of the gardens.
種まきモード。これで種まきモードが開放された
ああ、
ので、
そういうことなんだ。
はい、で
Hmm.
水やりモードも同時に開放される
はいはいはい。
って感じ。
Be island specific
なので
crops. I
まず
wonder how
これは
long it's going to take to
アクセス
grow them.
するものがないでしょう。
Hopefully it won't be,
だからさっき言ったように
2 to 3 days
まず何をするかを
like at that
ここで
onion.
選ぶっていう癖をぜひ。
Hopefully be a little bit
お願い
more
します。
reasonable.
今回はまず種を
Okay, got our seeds there.
種まきモードにすると出ますね、アクセスポイント。
本当だ。
でかつどの種をまくのっていうので、
はい
ここでアイテムを
You have to find seeds or buy seeds. Okay.
これ複数当然種があるんで、
はい
どの種をまきたいかをセットして、
うん
でアクセスするともうまきます。
It looked like there was a water button to go with it too, so we'll have to
なるほどなるほど。
have to water them every now and then too. So who knows? Yeah, it could be one of those things where we have to spend a couple days doing it.
ね、最終的にはね、
Yes, we'll find out.
管理を任せるみたいなのもあるんで、
あ
ずっとやっていくと。
はい。
He's got one extra
で、種をまいた
one
ので
extra pumpkin seed.
水やりモー
Okay.
ドに変えます。
あ、なるほど
で、。そうすると、
うん
水が。
There you go. Yeah, so it works just like
湿ります。
うんうん。
works just like the gardens that we have now, from the looks of it. Just watching this is relaxing already.
うん。
はいはい、こんな感じ。
はい。
最初のうちはね、こうやって1個やったら、
And now we wait.
なるほど
次
ね。
何しようぜっていう。
そうか。まさに。
まず基本的な。
Yeah, I have no idea how long we have to wait. I don't have the translations on me right now. Yeah, it really
で
does
作
look
物は今
to me like
見ていただいたように
garrisons, just
はい
bigger.
水やりをすると、
うん。
But I liked
成長
garrisons,
してい
so
きます。
うんうん
で、水与えないと作物の
it
成
just
長が
people got upset
止
because
まっちゃうんです
garrisons
けど
weren't
島に
true
雨が降ると
housing.
ですね、水をあげた状態にな
But I
り
mean,
ます。
on their own, I felt they were
なの
alright.
でズボラな人は
In a game where we have
雨が
this
水やってあげることになる
plus plus housing,
はい、
yeah.
ことになります。
彼はして。
はい。
あ、それは優しい。
で、成長したら収
うん
穫モードで、
はい。
収穫モードが増えるんで、
うんうん。
で、収穫したりですね、もうちょっといらないわって言ったら首返しモードで
はい
処分しちゃうっていうのもできますので、はい。
なるほど。
で、長くないので、なんかこまめにね、1時間おきにやらないとダメだとか、
そういうことじゃない
そういうことじゃないんで、
はい
全然ゆっくりで大丈夫です。
Okay. Let's see if he uses his magic tools to
わかったよね
skip forward in time a bit.
もう昔
show us maybe what it looks like a little bit later on once we've got a little bit more built. Hmm.
ごみさんや
うん。
畑作ってきたよ。お、じゃあ、
Yeah, I mean, he said this part alone, just the tutorial.
牧畜くんに
You're looking at looking about 2.5 hours just for the tutorial.
ね、牧畜くん
なるほど
Now that might be taken at a leisurely pace if you're, skipping everything. Who knows? But I mean, that's a huge tutorial. So they've got a lot of different systems planned for this. I kind of expected to just be like go out, gather some crops, chop some trees.
頼むよ。
But the fact that they've got like a Dora the Explorer glam makes me think that there's going to be, you know, a lot more than just the farm aspect of it. Like there's, you know, stuff you can do by going out and exploring too, stuff to find on the island.
ね、こう作って
Hmm. So I guess this is your minion ranch, maybe? Minion or Chocobo ranch?
放牧地が開放されました。
開墾ありがとう。よし。動
Guess
物
we'll
を
find out.
捕まえるためのほら、捕獲網プレゼントするよって。
はは
最初はね、やっぱくれるんですよ、道具。
なるほどね。
で、捕獲道具も複数種あるんで、
はい
よりこう島の奥にいるものを捕獲したいとかになると、その捕獲の道具を
What
変
we
え
have
て。
here. If you don't water them enough, they will stop growing. But if it rains on the island, that counts as you not forgetting your
でほら捕
crops.
獲網って
うん
あ
消費アイテムなんですよ。
So the weather
なので
systems
なく
will
なったら
actually affect the
捕獲網を
crops a
自分
little
で
bit.
作って
That's
ね
cool.
最初の
That's very
何個
cool.
かはあげるからねっていう。
Takes a little bit of the stress out.
しっかり読むと
You know, it sucks
あ
building, you know,
まあ
Thav onions on your home, and
なんで
then you know
これで
not logging on for a couple of days, right?
さっき
Coming back and they're all dead.
はい
So it sounds like that might not necessarily be an issue with the islands. So, very good idea.
こう抜けると
Where's he going?
はは
Where's he going?
なんかこれ言いましたよね。
God, I love that jellyfish.
はい、はい。
So far, that's the patch highlight to me.
こ
It's
の
the,
状態で
it's the new mount.
これです捕獲モー
本格モード。
ドで
あ、
さっきもらった捕獲
Oh,
網をセット
oh, you can like
Hi.
capture the animals,
いいですかざっくりですから
but you have to build nets for
い
it.
や
'Cause he's only got 3. Now he's only got 2. Okay.
成功した。
うん、
Hmm.
失敗とかないんで
So you can capture them, and then they go on to the
網
ranch.
掴みですよ
So yeah, you got Monster Rancher, literally just Monster Rancher. You just
で戻る
suppose I assume you don't have them fight each other, but yeah, it's okay. So that's not the minions though. So I wonder how the minions get involved with
で
this.
餌ももらえるんで、
うん
餌やりモードも開放
ははあ、なるほど、ここにもう。
Oh, there he is.
でこの状態だと
Your new
捕獲モード
Oppo
が入るんで餌やりモー
You
ド
gotta feed it.
全部指定して
God, there's gotta be a billion systems to this. So it looks like it's gonna be pretty difficult
モードを選んで
to like
クリッ
keep
クする
track
って
of
いうのが
everything.
とにかく基本
なるほど、なるほど。
You know, it feels like this really
Yeah,
could be
yeah,
like
so-
full-time
so-
content if you wanted it to
もらえる
be.
ようになります
はい。
牧畜してい
Because
く
you've got to you gotta feed your animals, you gotta water your
作れるものが
crops.
増えたり
Presumably, you have to actually like
こうやって期限というか
buy
はい
or make all of the
懐かせていくと
food
より
and your
たくさんもらえます
crops,
よみたいな
in addition to the buildings, in addition to all of this other stuff. So yeah, it sounds pretty expensive.
いっぱいいます
It really is a game within a game.
ぜひ探してね
You know, they said it wasn't going to be quite as expansive as Animal Crossing, and it doesn't look like it is.
でお世話を
Because you
ちゃん
can't,
とお世話をしてあげ
you
れ
know,
ば
customize as
はいお返
much.
しに畜産素材をもらえたりする
But it's still significant.
ね収穫モードに
It's still
切り替えることで
nothing
はい
nothing small.
から素材を採集することができる
なるほ
で可愛がるため
うん
に懐かせモード手招きモード手招きモードは単にね
But I do want to see the
手招き
minions. They
来て
kept
くれるだけです
ど。あ、へえ。
はい
kept hyping up how the minions could walk around the island and
Right.
stuff. I want to see it.
でこうさらにねいろんなレシピをもらうので、これでまあできるだけ高級なもの食べさせてあげようとかっていう
なる
Oh
ほど。
man, waking up early is catching up with me.
はい
It's too relaxing. It's too relaxing content, Yoshi.
で、
はい
状態見るとですね、
うん
これが牧畜されている
はいはいはいはい。
こ
ほうほう
うステータスがわかります、
うん
機嫌はちょっと斜めかな満腹度はいいですね
Oh, so it shows its
これ
mood
ですね
and all of
ニ
that.
ックネームが変えられます
You can name it.
おー
Oh, so you can get up to 5.
あ、はいはいはいはい。
Save your
Right.
favorites.
なので、まあ、お好きな
うん
名前をね、なんか最近 PLL が近づくにつれ、
はい。
宇宙の最果てに置いてきたねずっともが来るの来ないのみたいな
そうですね
SNS 見ましたけど、
見ましたね
ずっともの名前をつけてあげたらいいじゃないですか。
なるほどなるほど、
うん
ここに
まあ、こうやって全部
So I wonder how many different kinds of animals are going to be going to be available on the island. It's going to be the big thing. Is how diverse is our sanctuary? Are we talking? Yeah, we're talking farmland in the Midwest. We're talking Papua New Guinea. What are we doing?
畑ができて牧畜ができて
Already filled up those 5 slots, and they're all
で
paisa.
島産特産品
農産品はい
そうこの中での特産品最後に、まあ、貿易っていうのが、するために、特産物を作っていきましょうっていう話になります。
はい
で開拓拠点っていうのをさらにこう広げていく。
はいはいはい
でこっからがさらに拠点以外の建物を作って
はい
いろんなことをさらにできるようにしていきましょう。
はいはいはい
Okay. How? What's the land guy do?
で土地の整備をしてもらいます。
This building something new or exploring something new?
うん。
お土地があれこれ、
Okay. 2 new plots. I wonder what you can build on the new plots. I would have to assume one of them is a crafting station. I don't know about the other one.
で、
はい
さらに土地を広げたかったらスクリップを
なるほどな
くれる
るほど
と手伝ってくれるようになるように、
はいはい
でここにさらに
Them.
開拓工房さらに開拓を進めるための道具を
That's
作
a big
る
plot
工
of
房を
farm,
建
yeah.
てましょうって提案されるんですけど、
はい
で
It's all set. I mean, it's kind of like your,
が今度結構
your actual land plots for
必要なの
housing.
で
The actual house is kind of in its own little
流れ
place.
になります。なのでまた
Yeah, I have no idea how it's gonna look.
ハンマーを作って
Look, once you start like building furniture and stuff and upgrading, the upgrading I think is what's going to be interesting. Like, can you upgrade your hut? Now, right now it's just a little grass hut, but are we going to be able to eventually expand it, make it look a little bit bigger, give it some new
この
walls?
時点でミニオンの放し飼いもオープンになります。この周辺。
ついに
Hey. There's the minions. Free range island minions. Okay.
いろんなところに
So do you have to go like find
いろんなと
them?
ころに放し飼い
Do we have to go find them or
トータル
something?
40なんで
Are they only in
40
set positions?
全体で。
そうか島全体で40
はい
体
はい。
おお
なので、
はい
お好みのなんか風景というかね。
Gotta wait for my
この場所には
translators on this
そうです
one.
そうです。
え
そうです。最初のがさっきの入り江ですね。
はい
たどり着いた場所。で今のは拠点。
うんうんうん
こんな感じで。
うんうんうん
Okay, so yeah, you can select your minions.
ほら。
あいた
40 minion limit. Okay. I mean, that's a lot of minions. I don't even know if I've got 40.
話し飼い
I've got a lot,
あ本当だいた
but I mean, that's unless you're just a huge collector.
広がっていきますんで。
Someone's mentioning that's twice your outdoor
まあ
furniture.
これをずっとこのまま説明してると日が暮れちゃうので、まあ大体基本は分かっていただいたと思います。このとにかく
Go through. Select them and
開拓管理ボード
let them roam.
で何をす
Be
るかを
free,
決め
my
て
friends.
オブジェクトにアクセスすると
Finally, my wind-up airship has a place to go.
を覚えてさえいただけれ
It's
ば。
not like he ever comes out all that
基本的
often.
にオブジェクト
Have your wind-up
して
cursor
から何をするかを決める
pointing
っていうの
pointing
が
around the
まあ
island.
はい今回はできるだけ使い込めば
はい
楽になるようにまず何をするかを選んで対象を選ぶって形になってるんで、
うん
これはぜひ
Oh, I see some sheep.
いますし
See some sheep.
いやー、スクリーンショットが大変なことになります。
You know, he's flying around. I don't know if flying will be unlocked initially when you first get onto the
なんか
island,
ちょっとでかいのもい
or
る
if。he's just using YoshiP powers,
あー
you know?
探検しがいがありますね、こりゃ。
Yeah, it really is
Yeah.
absolutely gigantic.
島というか、沼と
I
い
think
う
it's
か。
just showing the scale. I feel like if you
でかい
just
もの
go
を
in there and
プレゼント
start
さ
off
せてしまうことに
flying,
なりそうですね。
kind of ruins it a little bit. Like this is definitely one of those areas where I'm like, okay,
まあね、さっきね、アクパルも。
maybe it would be better to explore this on foot first.
はあ。
Penguins?
はい。
一応ね、潜れるところもある。見た目のためですけどね。
なるほどなるほど。
潜れた方がきっと楽しい。
Waking up
はいはい。
early is catching up with me. Gonna need a nap later.
いや
で、最終的には
はい
風車を立ててみたりとか、
ー。
景観のためだけのなんかランドマークを立てるとか。
Yeah, I mean, just the scale of this place is gigantic. I don't know how many buildings you're eventually gonna get. You know, they've discussed some building timers, but they didn't explain like
はい。
ちょっと随分
you know how long down the road that's gonna be.
はい。
ぜひ
So yeah, we're gonna have some good content. Gonna have a lot of content. Should be
アップ
good.
デートしてできることとか広がりとかっていうのを作っていこうとは思ってますけど、なんかこうあんまり一気にやってね、コンプだぜみたいな感じよりは、
はい。
本当こうコンテンツファインダーのマッチングを待ってる、いわゆる先待ちしてる間とか、
うん。
一通りのコンテンツやり終わって、まあよくちょっと次のパッチまで何しよっかなみたいな期間の時
Okay.
にコツコツやると
See,
か、そんな感じ
See
で
if
遊
our
んでいただ
translator
ける
notes
と。
come
はい。
come through
と
on
にかく
it.
ずっと言ってますけど、競争するようなコンテンツではない。
They're kind of hit or
ぜひご
miss.
自身のペースで。
Sometimes they're like, yeah,
出しちゃ
sure.
っても全然いいと思います
Sometimes
し、本当に
takes a little bit of
全員
time.
がクリアするみたいなものじゃないと思ってるので。
はい
But yeah, I think a lot of people are gonna have a lot of fun with this.
遊んでみようかなっていう感じで遊んでいただけると。
I mean, they've been hyping this up for ages,
あり
so
がとうございます。
はい。
I mean, I feel like the Island
では、
Sanctuary is probably the big draw of
前提条
6.2,
件はあれですね。60クリア
even more than the actual MSQ is.
そこだ
to
け
be honest.
シナリオが
メインシナリ
I
オを
think
クリア
people are really,
ちょっと設定上
really looking forward to it.
60クリア5という感じの。
はい。
はい。
では、無人島開拓コーナーを締める前に、改めて、
うん
無人島でできることをざっとおさらいしておきたいと思いますので、
Okay, what do we got
お願い
next?
します。簡単にご紹介です。
Gather materials, plant crops, care for
あとは
animals.
素材を集め、
Standard slides, just kind of going over everything that they just showed us.
動物を飼育し、はい、続いてまいりましょう。
Yeah, it's like an Animal Crossing light.
木を切り開き、
Oh wow, so you can like build a windmill,
そして
sell
ここを30
handicrafts.
まで生んだ
まあさっき
Okay.
風車みたいなやつ、こんな感じの。
And so not a whole lot of customization in terms of moving stuff around. But I don't know if you'll be able to customize the inside or not. Probably not.
言いましたらば、次はい、ミニオンも話せますし、
はい。
But it's gonna have a lot,
し
you know.
で、なんせ、今、マニさん探
Please fishing, please fishing. I have to imagine they're gonna add fishing to it at some
ということが
point.
できるし、まあ、あとは、ここには書かれてませんが、お友達の島に行ったり、
そうですね。
呼んだりという
はい
こと
Can't
で、
have an island sanctuary without fishing.
いや、とてつもないものが6.2
いやいや。
やって
All
ま
right,
す。
so what else have they not covered so far in this live letter? I mean, I guess they could go over the Criterion dungeons a little bit more in depth.
保証するっていうよりも
うん
環境を作ったので、まあぜひいろんな遊び方というかまったりスクリーンショットなんか新しい装備取ってきたからスクリーンショットここで撮ろうでも全然いいと思いますし、確かに本当
Yeah, good place for
場所に行
screenshots.
っていただけると
Absolutely.
嬉しいと思います。はい。
はい、ぜひともお試しください。
はい。
ということで、無人島開拓のご紹介でした。はい。では、続いて次のブロックに参りたいと思います。
さらにまだ新コンテンツがあるんです
次は
よね。
こちらです。画面お願いします。
場所移動しようか。
Hey, here we go.
新たな
Variant
バトルコンテン
dungeons.
ツ
Here we go.
バリアントダンジョン。
Variant and Criterion dungeons.
こちらは 6.25 での実装になりますが、
Yeah, so this is the other big thing I think a lot of people were looking forward to is finally getting Savage Dungeons, getting getting a few changes here and there, adding some new hard
はい
content.
まず概要丸1おさらいですね。 こちらは以前
Yeah, so this is the one that scales. You can do it
しておりましたコンテンツ
do it solo, or you can do it with a bunch of
コンテン
others.
ツバリアントダンジョンということですね。はい。でこちらがレベル90
Yeah, variant dungeons and
1から
criterion
4で
dungeons.
カジュアルに遊べるコンテンツ
From what it sounds like, are different methods to doing the
Right.
same content.
一人でもいける
With criterion dungeons being the savage mode version of it that requires 4
特徴
players.
としてはロール構成が自由。
はい
そしてジョブチェンジも可能
Yeah, this is the stuff that I have to imagine is going to be tied to the relics
で
in some way or another.
敵の強さが変化がしています
I don't know if they'll make you do the criterions or if you're going to be able to do it as a variant. But yeah, it's essentially the same dungeon, just one's easier than the other. Different rewards and that kind of thing.
画面お願いします概要その2ですが、
Mhm.
はいそして今回バリアントダンジョン第1弾として
Sildon's
で
Subterrane.
はシラリハ水道が
Explore the depths alongside a certain someone who we happen to see in the trailer that is out around the world right now. Go check it out. It's on their official YouTube, all of that good stuff in all languages. So yeah, get to see who's going down there with us.
プレイすれば全ルート全物語を楽しむことができますということで
Who they,
お好きの方にもたま
I
ら
like that they kept that slide on there.
あってございます
Explore the depths with a certain someone that we showed earlier.
説明しづらいというかわからないそうですねまあどうしてもねダンジョンって聞いちゃうとインスタンスダンジョンを思い浮かべるんですけど
はい
はい
で実機に行く前にもうちょっとだけ、もう一つ
Yeah, that was it was definitely in the trailer.
バリアント
Variant
アクション
actions,
というバリアン
okay.
トダンジョンでのみ使える
I don't remember this part.
はい
でこちらロールが自由ということもありますの
The
で
actions.
ロール差を埋める
Okay.
効果を持つコンテンツ
Yeah,
専用
so
アクションとなっています。
Adding in the
こち
old
ら二つま
duty
で同時に
actions,
セットで
you'll
して
stand by.
突入後も入れ替え可能です。
Access 2 at a time with the ability to change mid duty. Actions have recast timers. I think they said with the criterion versions, you're not going to be able to change, and you're limited to 1.
画面お願いします。
I know they said you're limited and you like it raises and that kind of thing. Yeah.
こちらバリアントケアル、バリアントアルティメイタ。
Okay, so you got provoke.
スピリットダート、バリアントランパートということで。
Yeah, so the variant raise is not going to be allowed in the criterion plus
範囲攻撃
savage
というふう
version.
になってて、突入するロールが持ってないものを
Heals one ally. Yeah, so it just looks like they're giving like heal and tank actions to DPS,
なのでまあ
DPX to healers, so on and so forth. Just making sure that no matter the party comp, you're going to be able to get through it. But again, this is like the easy version though, right? This is the solo or the solo or group content. The later ones are forced groups.
みん
So
なタンク並みのヒットポイントを持つように調整されてたりするので、
mm.
ソロでもちゃんと戦えるようにソロで DPS やろうとしたら大変なんだよねみたいなことはないようになってるんで、これは大丈夫
But it should be good for those of the people that didn't want to like crawl through Basha to get to DR and whatnot, but they liked those dungeons. You know, this is going to be a nice little side content for people like that.
大丈夫です。
Because there were a lot of people that just refused to step into Basha. It just wasn't their content right, and they ended up being really upset that they couldn't do the dungeons. And yeah, this is them bringing that to the rest of the game. Because yeah, I mean, if you do want to do, you know, DR and whatnot, let alone get the Ozma mount, God help you. It's a lot of content you got to go through, and you know, it's cool content, but it's content that is locked behind other content. So yeah, here we go, bringing some of that stuff over. Here she is. There's our Sultana.
今回はナナモと一緒に、シラディハ水道の探検に出かけます。で、アラガントームストーンとかもね、もらえるんで。
And you get rewards for it too. Cool.
なんかこれやる時間ないな。
So it's, you know, the variant version, the solo version is not just for kicks. You do get stuff from it. So you need to, you know, start capping those tomes. You've got another side option. Now, whether or not you can do it more than once a day, I don't know. It looked like that was a daily lockout, but again, I can't read. Japanese, I don't know for
バリア
sure.
ントアクション
It looked like it was a
2個持って
once
く
per
んで
day kind of thing.
5種の中
You
か
can
ら
get
1個
get
ず
some
つ
tomes for it.
選んでいいですね。
Get tombstones for this, okay. Hard has
で、
restricted
はい。
raises, Savage has
え
no raises. Yeah.
ここがですね、実は UI
Yeah,
に
so
な
that's
って
gonna
い
be
て、これあえて
gonna be wild.
一回クリアしたデー
I'm
タを
excited
用
for
意
it
しても
though.
らいました。
今、これは一回クリアしてる状態。
うん
はい。
押しますと、もう
なんか出た。
あんまりテキストは本当は出したくないんだけど、まあ、
Okay, so you can
こうやっ
unlock
てですね、シラディハスイ
unlock little lore
いろんな
books, just
攻
like in
略の仕
Baja.
方を
Yeah,
すると
12
ですね、
endings.
7もの
Yeah.
式が手に入ってきます。
12 different endings depending on which route you
こ
take.
れ
So
らを
that's the
完
variant
成
version
させる
only.
こ
The
とによ
Savage
り、
version
シラディハスイ
and
のか
the
つて何があった
Criterion
か
version of the
歴史
same
を知る
dungeon,
と
I
同
think
時
they
に、
said
はい
was a set
この
path.
中に隠されたヒントを
So
辿
um
って、
あ、
yeah, so you've got to
さらな
kind
る
of
知法を見つけよう
kind
み
of
た
got
い
to
な
choose what you want to
はい
do. But this
フラグと
is
かじゃないんで、これ
a
がまた
reason
結
for people to
構
do the
ちゃ
variant
んと
stuff
謎
instead
解
of
き
just doing the
してやらない
Savage
と
hardcore mode all the
ネッ
time,
トだと
right?
答え出ちゃうんだろうけど
Gives you
まあまあ
um
でも楽
gives
し
you
み
a
に
wide spread of
そう
content, gives you lore, gives you, you know, gives you tombstones, stuff like that. So there's a reason for you to group up and do the variant stuff,
な
which
の
they've
で
always been really good about.
一ルートで
Otherwise, all the
一冒険
hardcore
が
raiders would
手に
just
入
do
る
the
うちにど
Criterion,
れが
just
増
do
えた
the
のか
Savage,
はいはいはい。
and not worry about anything else. But this changes
で
things
こ
up a
の
bit.
バリアントダンジョンは
はい
ソロでも突入できるので
Yeah.
はい。
Gives
私はこのまま
gives an
もう
excuse.
それでいけば一人で突入と。
でちょっとそのままカットシーンも流しちゃおうかなわかりやすいから、
はい。
Okay, so he's going to show us. So I wonder what the choices involve. If it's different paths, or if like you get pop-ups every now and then from story content.
Oh.
I imagine it's going to be different paths. Like you choose a door and try something new. Similar
一人か
to
ら4人で遊べるのでソロでも全然大丈夫です3人でもいいし2人でもいいし4人でもいい
yeah,
Oh.
similar to treasure maps. Choose your door, man.
すごい。
Hope for the best.
様と
Although this one actually leads you to an ending no matter what. Hmm. Yeah, so it really is kind of almost designed like the treasure maps. Just
Oh.
with you're not gonna get locked out of a certain
Oh,
route,
sorry.
right?
まあこんな感じで
はいはいはいはい。
会話を
You can actually finish the thing without having to rely on RNG.
でこれ一人のこのマーカーに
So I wonder if like there's a pathway that like has no combat.
はい。
If you guess the right
持ってた長さ
doors,
と人数で
and if you guess the wrong door, you get into a
まず
fight.
最初今回のは3ルートまず分岐なんで、
はい
さ中でもさらに分岐するんですけど
はは
まず大きく3つあります、
はい
で当然このナナモが今これだな
Which
って
one-
言ったけど
which one's he gonna
別の
choose?
乗ってもいい
Which one's he gonna choose?
そう
See
もう全然いいです
うんうんうん。
あちなみにこの
see how the choices
あの
affect
必
things,
ず
huh?
ここってわけじゃないです、
あ、なるほどね。
うん
3 by
まあ
2
じゃあ
by
せっかく
2,
だから
huh?
ね
はい。従っていこ
うん
う。お、開いた。
Hmm.
ナナモは戦いませんからね数には入らないのかって
We're gonna get to play cards. You get to play high low at any point during this.
結構喋りますちなみに
確かに。ずいずい進んでいきますね。
そうなんですよほら
Okay, here's yeah.
あ、敵だ。
なので、まあ、ここで
はい
マリアント・ランパート自身、一定
Hmm.
時間自身の被ダメージを 20% 軽減させる
あ
45秒さらに自身に一定量のダメー
He's
ジを
got
かけ
his.
る
He
バリア
still
を
has his job action, so I mean, I guess he can fight him normally.
軽減する効果時間
He wants to
6
show us the
なの
the
で
special action buttons here.
書いて
There you go. Got your barrier. It's just tripping me up because the colors are different than what I normally keep it on. It's like this. Those look like NPCs to me. Okay. Alright. And they're kind of
今
tanky.
この敵は一人で突入してるから一人用の
You know, definitely soloable. Doesn't seem like they're too difficult. You know, I don't know what gear he's got on right now, but
で ットポイント減ったわってなったら、
い
別に手やる。
なるほどなる
Yeah,
即時
looks like a challenge. You
ほ
know,
ど。
楽々。
いい。
took him down a fair amount. He's got to use the special action buttons, but it's not so hard that anyone's not going to be able to get through it. Sounds like the variant stuff is the option they want people to have fun with. Want everyone to be able to experience it, right?
活用していって、進んでいきましょう。
Hmm. Now the Savage version, though,
そうね、かかんなのいいんですけど、
that could get real interesting real fast.
サクサクいきる
で、かけてないとこんなもんですけど。
あ
Oh no, he forgot his barrier. Hmm. And they are level 90, so they're not something you're going to be able to use to like level or anything like that, from what it sounds like. But it is going to be more
で
tomes.
もほら、これぐらいのさ、スリルがない
Now,
とね
it's going to be interesting to see this compared to the
必要ない
あ。まあまあ、そりゃそうですね。
ちょっと
compared to the
かけて
Criterion version, where it's going to be set paths.
まあ
And I think a lot of people are like kind of comparing them to Mythic Plus. But I don't think there's going to be like any ways to like really skip certain packs like in Mythic Plus.
ああ。
はいはい。
It's just everything's going to hit really hard. So yeah, no reses is going to
じっ
be
くり見たい人はソロでこう。
確か
going to be interesting.
そうですね。
Going to be very interesting. As a red mage, they're handicapping
そうね
my whole reason for existence. But
とかいうのはソロ
it'll be a lot of fun. Be a challenge.
そう、めっちゃ喋るっすよ。
確かに。これで、あれですね、複数ルート分あるとすると、相当量喋りますね。
報酬開けないのっていう声が。
ねえ、報酬は皆さんに開けてみたらいいじゃないかということでしょ
あ、
うか。
間違った。
So deep dungeon, yeah, for people looking for an interesting way to level. Yeah, deep dungeon is something they have confirmed that they are doing, but not obviously not this patch. So probably 6.35 if I had to guess.
いいです。バリアも貼る。
Yeah, that's what kind of what our Discord is leaning towards. So yeah, we will get a deep dungeon eventually. If you are looking for an interesting way to level, since this right here is level 90 content,
大丈夫大丈夫。
um,
あのね、
the deep dungeon will be there
こ
for
れぐらい
you
ね、
eventually. Another 4 months.
なんだろう。まあシナリオやったらわかるんですけど、
はい
一応ね、覚悟はまあ倒せる。そうしてるんですよ。
なるほど
ナナム。様もね。
Hmm.
でこう
Yeah, it looks interesting. We still haven't come across another door yet.
はい
It said 26 different endings, so I don't know what that's going to involve.
出てきます。
Oh, there's like an actual
そう
boss
ダンジョンらしい感じ。
for a single player dungeon? Huh.
で、既存の ID と
はい
ちょっと違うのは、
はい
だいたい1ルートに2体です、
ははは。
ボスは。
なるほど。
なので、コンテンツ時間としては結構短め、
うん
短めっつってもまあ、まあでもな、そこまで
I
じゃ
don't
な
know
い
if he's gonna do it or not. It looks like he's gonna hop in there.
ボス、
うん
ルートごとに全くユニークなボスが
But yeah, obviously we expect bosses for the
for
the Criterion.
出てくることあるん
but
です
it
けど
almost seemed like the variant stuff was supposed to be
へ
a
ー
little bit more laid back, but apparently
あ
not.
と
No,
今回
you're
は
gonna have
ない
to
ですけど、道中にこうレバーがあったり
have to work for your endings.
倒して進むのか
うん
そのままにして進むのかによっても展開変わったりしますんで、なんでまあ
See if
ちょい
he
ちょいこうやって
gives it a
いろいろ
pull.
違いを
Probably not. He doesn't want to give everything away.
いいなと。
But it is only the first boss.
Right.
Hey, there we go. Get in there. See, the interesting thing with this is that, unlike the other dungeons, he always shows us like a little bit of the pulls from the first dungeons.
ねタンクじゃない時にあの
But those are meant for 4 players. This you're supposed to be able to solo anyways. So, is he really gonna show us the whole dungeon? He's gonna show us the whole boss on stream? Give it all away? Ah, okay. So it looks like a couple come up slower than the others. So it's like
あ、まあ、
like the timer in Readerana, just with water.
で
Nothing too fancy.
け直してね
うん。
Okay, got different colored bombs. Wonder what that's for. Ah, one's an AoE, one's a
言っ
donut.
てくれる NPC がかつていたろうか
Okay. And boss is going down fairly fast too.
でダメージ食ったら戻って
So I wonder if he
こう
can knock them around or something like
なかな
that
かこのボス
eventually.
うん
もあまりこれまで見たことない
張り切ってきますよ
ことができますね。
Hmm.
こうバリア効果もあるんでね、
はい
タイミング合わせて
Nothing nothing super
やり
fancy yet. Oh, he knock him over. Okay. So fair, he knew what was happening.
こんな感じです。
That's kind of cool. Yeah, nothing too hard.
じゃあちょっと聞いてもらっていいかな。
Doesn't look like we're
はい。という感じで
they're not gonna show us the second half, huh?
ちょっと脱出しちゃいます。
Okay.
はい
Yeah, it doesn't look like it'll be too difficult. I mean, he got him down a fair amount in that little segment. So yeah. Yeah, I think the variant and criterion dungeons are going to be a lot of fun.
えー
I think those would be pretty cool.
既存の ID と全然遜色ないぐらいのボス。まあね、
うん
数が少ない分だけちょっとギミック結構凝ってた
It's just nice to have nice new
あの
content.
カジュアルとはい
Like
え
not just more of the same, but like we're actually getting new systems. We're getting new types of dungeons in. So yeah, that's very exciting.
1人から4人まで
Hmm.
1人でもう全部
But yeah, I would have to imagine that
ソロでやってもいいし
in some way or another they're going to be tied to the relics, to the mana of weapons. I don't know how,
3人でも4人でも大丈夫
but they haven't announced anything remotely close to Eureka or anything like that. And obviously, there people, talking about unlocking them through Manderville weapons being silly and whatnot. But don't forget their weapons; they're supposed to take us through the rest of the expansion,
も
right?
ちろん
So whatever they've got in store is
まあ
going to take a while, and I have to imagine the Criterion dungeons are going to be part of that.
報酬としてちょっと
Because they haven't they haven't unveiled anything, haven't unveiled anything like YoshiP, right?
ほうほうほう
That's cool. And in the trailer, that's one of the bosses too.
可
So,
愛らしい。
hmm,
可愛らしい。
この子にも
interesting.
ねちゃんとした由来が
Okay.
やっていくと分かるんですけど、
うん
あるんでぜひね可愛がってちゃんとね飛ぶ理由があるんですよ
It's a ride Hako's Bales.
飛ぶ理由が尻尾にエフェクトついてるだけだけどねっていう
引っ張られてる。
I like how it flies. It just kind of hangs there.
いい。
Love it.
実際
I love it.
相当遊べるようになってるので、
We're getting some quality,
結構ねパーティーバトル苦手なんだよね
getting some
とか
quality mounts so far with what they've
っ
shown.
ていう方はぜひぜひ来ていただける
Getting some quality mounts.
でこっちはなんだろう難しいモードとかをやらなくてもコンプできるように作ってあるので、
I wonder how you get it. I wonder if you can get it through the variant dungeons, if you have to unlock all 26 endings, or if it's something that's Criterion only.
はい
Hmm.
そうですね。
はいでは、
はい。
アナザーを説明します
そうですね。
うん
吉田さんがこっちはと言ったからには。
Alright, what do we got next? Are they going to show off the Criterion
という
version?
ことで、
うん
パワーポイントお願いします。もう一つ。
Yeah.
アナザーダンジ
I don't know if they'll show it off.
because
Because it looks like it's mostly gonna be the same.
はい今説明していたのは、
And this is the party content. Yeah.
アナザーダンジョンとバリアントダンジョン似てますけど、まず全く違うものだと思っていただいた方がいいです。
はい。
はい。
別物よ。
はい。
でこちらは、まずは、もう何が通って、レベル90の4人で挑戦する高難度コンテンツ。
うん。
はい。4人の高難度コンテンツ。
うん。
はい
Overall
で
enemy
構成は
strength are completely different. Yeah.
1、ヒーラー1、DPS2 の4人の構成となっております
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see if there's any kind of community that gets built up around doing these. So, should be a lot of fun. I don't know if he'll show us any gameplay to show us the strength differences. Because obviously he's, yeah, just has him. Unless they recorded footage earlier of the 4-man, just kind of show everyone a trash pack. But, yeah.
そして第1弾のコンテンツ名が異分白リハ水道と
Another dungeons are hard difficulty by default, with Savage providing additional. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be the same kind of community built up around these as you've got for like Mythic Plus, but I think a lot of people are going to be happy about having like more challenging 4-man content. People have been asking for a long time. You know, the big question is how hard is it going to be? How it's done.
異分白リハ水道の方ですが、こちらの特徴です。4人未満で申請した場合はマッチングがあります。そしてコンテンツ内通常の蘇生手段が使うことができない代わりに、各人が回数制限付きのバリアントレイズ2を使うことができます。
Yeah, ask Savage. There we go. Let's go, baby. I'm entering the ass.
まあこれは普通だろうっていう話ですよね。はい。
わざわざ
The Balmung way. We've already got an affinity for it. Native affinity to running these dungeons. Yeah, so the Savage version you have to go through Party Finder for. Not a surprise, just like actual Savage. I mean, technically you can queue up for it, I guess, but no one does that.
ということになっております。というのが、霊式の方。はい。
Enemies become much stronger
霊式の方。
if not defeated within a certain time limit. Okay. Yeah, this would be like the Mythic Plus Keystones here. Another will already be difficult, but the Savage version's the sweaty version.
さっきね、お願いした通り、覚えておいてほしいのは、コンテンツ情報から特殊
I'm guessing a different color mount,
さっきね、
perhaps.
バリアントダンジョンありましたね、ここに。もう一個タブがあります。はい。これ、
618 eye level, okay.
出現するようになってますが、
Kind of gives us an idea of where he's
ファイン
sitting.
ダー UI みたいになりましたね。アナザーダンジョンには、異
Hmm.
分白リハ水道と異分白リハ水道霊式があります。こっちはもう事前に4人でパーティーを組んでもらわないとチャレンジできません。で、アイテムレベルシンク635です、こっち。
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, he's got GM tools. I guess he could hop in there and
自分
just
の方は610。
show himself wiping to one trash pack, but
で、
yeah, I mean, I think the dungeon itself is supposed to look fairly similar. You know, I'm not sure how I feel about the special action buttons being part of it. I don't like special action buttons in supposedly, you know, Savage content versions. Just because I'm already out of keybinds. I'm already using the Razor app to keybind a ton of stuff to my mouse wheel anyway, so yeah, having to add stuff on top of that, and I don't think you really it's very easy to keybind job actions. I've never really looked, but yeah, not my favorite thing. Okay, so he is gonna hop in here. I'd much rather just run the dungeon, just as a Savage version, right? I mean, even without having the raids, the raises, that alone is going to be, you know, enough. I don't think they need to add the job actions on top of it. Music's good though. High level sync of 635, yeah. It's definitely up there. I mean, it's definitely like late game. You've done some Savages, maybe you want to hop into the dungeons kind of thing. Yeah, music's good. Very good. Different song for Criterion from Variant, huh? Yeah, that's true. I didn't even really notice the The variant music.
状態に
I have to go back and watch it.
で、
I'm still really curious what what Socken was saying for the very end
し
here.
たい場合があるので、
はい
See what we've got.
まあ1の1なんですけど、
はい
使用回数が復活する条件というのは用意してあるので、
Oh, and they got
なんかこう
pats.
ボスまで
Okay.
来たんだけど、
Patrolling
ワイプ
mobs.
してレー
Got
ス
it.
ないからもう一回入り直そうみたいなことが極端にならないように、
なるほどなるほど
異文の方は、
うん
異文例式の方はそもそも
はい
蘇生ができないので、
Come on, pull one.
なので
Pull the flower, Yoshi.
異文例式
I
は
want to know how fast he
異
goes
文の
down.
方からやります。
はい
で、ちなみにこの徘徊してるやつも結構やべっす。
So it only has the one variant raise, huh?
なんか
One raise per person in the
左右
normal
反面攻撃
and the normal version of
してきた
ass.
りとか、
And none in the savage
無視
version.
はできないですね。無視はできないです。全滅させないとボスが湧かない
あらら
ので、で、その
Hmm.
まあ引っ張る順番もちょっと考えないと、
あはは
この反面とこの PBA 両方来たらアウトじゃんみたいなのもあるんで、
なるほどね
まあちょっと
Okay.
ザコもちょっと倒す順番は、考える必要がちょっと
And I think he's trying to explain like the reasoning behind adding the new dungeons,
え
from what I can tell. All right, come on, do
や
it,
りたかない
do it,
ですけど
do it. I want to see how quickly they go down.
あ、ちょっと待ったこれ俺の
And he, oh, he's got
今
got to reset his key bindings. There we
彼の
go.
力で
そうですね
ひれ伏す
Oh, he's using GM tools. He doesn't want to give too much away, I guess. He just wants to show the dungeon off. But it already looks different. So you start out in a different area than the variant version. So yeah, it's not just a harder version of the variant. It's a completely different
あ
dungeon.
いるいる
Same area, probably lore-wise.
基本殲滅させ
But
ない
it's not the same dungeon. It's not like the variant version is the easy version of
こう
ass.
なってたりする
It's completely new. So you really want to be able to do both. It's giving you a reason to do both types of content if you want to see everything. Not like you can just skip the variant dungeon and not miss anything. Cool. Very cool. I like that.
例えば敵をこう全滅させると、
はい
バリアントレイズのボスが出現したら戻ったりとかするんで、
はい
でもうこれで1ボス目です。
おあれさっき見た可愛いやつがこっち向いとる
これこの子実際には、
Orange parsing YoshiP, you have work.
としても出てきます。
ああなるほど
That's how he gets them numbers, baby.
スーパーパワーアップしてそう異文の方にも
あらら
出てきます。でこっちはもうルートがないので、
はい
ちょっとイメージをお伝えすると、
はい
アライアンスレイドダンジ
I
ョン
love
で
it. It looks cuter
ザコいわゆる
embiggened.
バックもしくはちょっとした中ボスみたいなのがいて、
うん
大きなボスがいて。
So I wonder if the mount comes from the variant or from this or from
異文
both.
はちょっと似た形で、
You'd think it would come from this because it's a boss here, but
引っ張る順番とか、
はい
I don't know. Maybe he's hiding down in the variant sewers too.
ザコを殲滅してでボスがいます、
ん
でまあその次はもうさらに次のボスみたいな感じで後ろは結構トントンっていくようにしてあるんだけどだいたい3だからまあそうだな
Hmm. Yeah. Now that I see that they're like split up into two completely different dungeons, I'm pretty excited about it.
例式 1.5
I thought I would like never hop into the variant version after like the first run.
ぐらい
But yeah, it looks like
ぐらい
looks like they're giving us enough reason to do a little bit of everything.
これが
Looks good. So I wonder if he's gonna pull the rat.
で
Use the dev tools on it.
異分例式になるとザコの範囲攻
Turn
撃
it
と
up
か
a bit for you.
見え
Yes.
ない
Yeah,
予
yeah.
兆が見えないのでじゃあ全部覚えておいて覚えておいて、
うん
もう時間もう倒した敵もワイプストロー全部復活なので、
はい
もう確実に
I think he's explaining the reasoning behind
もうチャレンジですだから異分例式はもう
behind how they're gonna make it more challenging with the way wipes and reses work and everything. I mean, as you can see on here,
もう完璧だぜ
this is the normal version of ASS.
遊べと
and you only get one res per person. Savage, you're not going to get any. And in the Savage version, all the enemies come back after a party wipe, right? So, yeah, they're just kind of discussing what made it interesting, trying to come up with a way to make hard mode dungeons again, and like truly make it challenging 4-player content that people have been asking for a long time. So, yeah.
報酬ももちろんありますよ。はい。めっちゃ強いアイテムとか。
This is going to be exciting. I think this is going to be really, really exciting content for a lot of players. You know, it's content that they're going to have to keep making new ones on a regular basis. So I don't think they're gonna have the community that like Mythic Plus has. You know, there's no keystones to this. There's no rankings or seasons or anything like that. But it is content that a lot of people have been looking forward to. For people that maybe don't want to do Savage rating, this might be an alternative. Because you still get to do hard content. I don't know how it will compare, but I know Baldesion Arsenal and DR Savage went over very well. You know, there's communities that have been built up around those. It's just a little more specialized because obviously you had to go through Basha and Eureka to get to those. Here, you might be able to have that same kind of community without having to go through all of that content, right? So hopefully this means the community will be a little more robust than it is for, you know, BA. If you want to do BA nowadays, you basically have to join one of the Discords of communities that still run it, which I'm not a big fan of. I hate having to join Discords for anything other than a static that I already know very well. So yeah, if there's a community that can be built up and do this through Party Finder, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, he's turning off his dev tools, I think. Ooh, the boss music. That boss music is pretty good. It's not even doing any damage to it. Oh god. Oh, he's just showing the first mechanic? Okay. Yeah, Byra got a little stun there. A Protean, okay, gotta push back. Look at that. That's how Black Mage does it. Don't move. Stand your ground, buddies. It was showing yellow before, right? Okay. What the? Okay. Interesting. Okay. He's so happy with that because he knows what's coming next too. He's ready. He's ready for us to explore. You can tell he's excited about this. Cool. Very cool. Yeah, I'm ready to jump into it.
はい、バリアントダンジョンともどもぜひともお試しください。
そうですね。
はい。
お願いします。
といったところで、本日実機でお見せしようかなはこんな感じかな。
Yeah, Savage is gonna be wild.
そうですね。
That's the first boss. I assume the final boss is just gonna punch you in the face and steal your lunch money.
満載のお知らせコーナーもあるんですが、その前。
Yeah, the quote above said normal bosses would be Savage rate level. Okay, so it's one of those things that you might spend the entire patch going through. Okay. All right. Oh, nice.
キャンプセット、
家キャンプ。
Those are some nice new housing items.
お庭で。
あとちょっとどこで手に入るかはあれですけど、なんかちょっと肖像画がたくさん出たり
わあ
しますので、まあぜひ。
はは
はい。
いいですね。
はい。
ということで。
Yeah, it's gonna be wild having like actual prog groups
ほい
for a dungeon.
はい。ということで、パッチ6.2コンテンツとパ
It's just-
ート2としてお送りして
I
き
don't
ま
know.
したが、
うん。
まあ他にもいろいろありながら
It's scary, but it's also exciting
というところ
at
で
the
ござい
same
ます。
time.
特に今回その無人島開拓
はい
に関しては結構チュートリアル的にじっくりこう、ワンステップずつお見せしたのでなんとなく全容をつかめたと思うんですけど、バリアントダンジョン
Because from what I understand, like BA and DR Savage, they're not true savages. They feel more like
コンテンツと
extreme lights. Extreme light, you know? If these are truly like designed like savage bosses,
ぜひですね。
Yeah. you're gonna have prog groups spinning basically the whole patch going through one dungeon. That's wild. That's wild to think
そ
about.
のバリアントダンジョン2とかやっていくつもりですので、ぜひね、フィードバックもまたいただけると嬉しいので、よろしくお願いします。
はい、
はい
ありがとうございました。
It'll be
それでは
fun.
ここからですね、
It'll be fun.
お知らせコーナーに参り
I think
ま
we're
す。
finally getting that content people
盛りだくさ
want.
んでございます
In fact, I think they might have swung
引き
too
続き
far in the other direction to making it too hard.
どういう
思います
You know, people wanted Mythic Plus, and they're like, all right, here's a whole extra tier of savage stuff for you here.
画面
Have,
お願いします。
have at it.
どうぞ。おお
Oh,
お出たー。
Orchestra Concert 2022. Hey, this is what Sakan was probably talking about.
ファイナルファンタジー14オーケストラコンサート2022 の
Probably
お
doing
知
a
らせです。
another JP
Yes.
JP concert plus Blu-ray plus
はい
DVD.
こちらオーケストラコンサート2022
Yeah.
オルゼアンシンフォニ
Tokyo
ー
Garden
の開
Theater.
催が決定いたしました。
はい。
やったね。
I'd like them to
ということ
announce
で、公演概要をお知らせいたします。
はい
really like them to
公演日
announce
が
the
今年
vinyl
の
version of the Endwalker
12月
OST.
17日
to go with
18
the,
日の土曜日
to go
曜
with the
とな
vinyl
っておりまし
collection.
て
The
それ
nice
ぞれ
art and
1
everything.
日2回ずつ土曜日が13時と18時半日曜日が12時と17時半の2回合計
Yeah.
5日で4公演
Have fun, everyone over in
今日
Japan.
公演
まさかの4
I still need to get my tickets
場所
for
が今回は
for the Distant Worlds concerts since they're actually coming to my area for once.
去年ファンフェス
That's next month.
我々がデジタルファンフェス
Speaking of, I need to
あの場所
check my old emails and stuff.
オーケストラコンサートをやります。指揮はもうすっかりおなじみですね。
はい
栗田博文さんに指揮を取っていただき、演奏は再び東京フィルハーモニー交響楽団の皆さんにお願いする
はい。
ということになって
東フィルの皆さんにマジか4公演っていうねまた
ね。こいつらはまた4公演って言うんだなっていうことがまた帰って
It would have been nice to have him show up for for the special announcement, you know.
思います。そして、こんなお知らせをしたからにはですね、
はい
矢継ぎ早で恐縮ですが、続いてこのお知らせです。どうぞ。はい。公演
Player
チケット
exclusive
プレイヤー
lottery.
先行
Oh,
抽
cool.
選の第1弾を
So,
開始いたします。
はい
okay, so it is for players only. That's
良い
cool.
ドンではございません。抽選ですので、
はい
落ち着いていただいて大丈夫です。で、こちら、
Hmm.
第1弾の応募締め切りが8月21
Required to
日
use digital
23
tickets.
時59分までとなって
$130.
で、
It's
詳細は
about what I
こ
expect
の後ト
for
ピックスがもう間もな
you know,
く出ますので、
orchestra
こちら
pit.
に意識書いておりますので、ご
And
確
that's
認いた
with
だければ
merch.
と思います。
はい
で、こちら、
Mhm.
研修がまず座席が S 席、A 席の2種類あって、
うん
グッズがついているバージョンとついてないバージョンがあります。
Very cool.
で、ついてるグッズというのが、右側写真にありますけども、オフィシャルグッズ、フラワーライト、エルピスの花ということで、
うん
エルピスの花形ライトがですね、
はい
今回
Yeah, I wonder, like, I don't know how things are over there.
制作
in terms of, resellers and scalpers. But like here, that would be that'd be an awesome idea for the Distant World stuff.
おじさんの持つエル
You
ピス
know,
の花がね、
um,
宣伝としていい
or
のか
really
っていう
any
のは
concert, really.
感じるところ
You know,
が
I
ある
know Metallica does their Met Club pre-sales and whatnot. Yeah, just to beat the scalpers. Just to beat the resellers. You
こんな
know?
感じで光る
Get past Ticketmaster's BS.
そこまでそこまで
The Elpa's Flower's very cool. It's a cool little merch. It's very cool merch.
まあ
It's gonna be cool to see all those light up.
オーケストラコンサートグッズ
You know, they're gonna do a Blu-ray of it.
これは何なのか
That's almost a given with any major announcement concert that they do.
まあ公演中
So yeah, it'll be really cool to see that.
こんなのがもあったらいいんじゃない
Oh,
の
and they're
みたい
playing
な
Dynamis in the
あるだろ
background
うないだろう
too.
ということになっているグッズであ
Yeah,
ります
seeing all the flowers light up.
プライマルズのライブと違って公演中ずっとこれ振っててほしいとかそういうことじゃないそういうことではないので
そういうコンサートじゃない
そういうことじゃないのでそこはご安心くださいただ
ただ
ねみんなでこれを咲かせるといいことがある曲がきっとあるんじゃないかな
なる
ということでございますでトピックスの方にも書いてるんですけど、こちらのエルピスの花ライトはですね単品での販売もございますし
ほど。あるんだ。
チケットとセットになっているのは買いやすくするためにセットで売っておりますがセットだから特別安いとかそういうことでもございませんので一旦チケットだけで
That's what concerts are all about to me. Stuff like that. People chanting Sephiroth or having all the flowers light up. Remember going to see John Williams at the Hollywood Bowl. He does that every year, right? Very Star Wars, all the lightsabers going up. One of the coolest things I've seen in any concert.
コンサートじゃない
The Hollywood Bowl is not small, so you're talking a lot of lightsabers.
いいですよ
Mhm.
造形の出来はねすごくよくできてますね。はい。
ということでこちら
色が変わるのかっていう結構質問が多いよ。色が変わるのかい？
Let's see.
変わらないのかい？
変わらないね
変わらない。
変わらない
変わらないらしい。
こちら
変わらないらしい。なんか
エルピス色だけ
残念ですみたいな目で変わらないみたいですって。
Yeah, you
は
got
い。感情によって
further details announced on the lodestone. You got it.
確かに
All right, announce the vinyl.
はい
Announce the
ということで
record.
オーケストラ
Yeah, at this point we're kind of winding down. Yeah, they always save the merch and special event announcements here for the very end.
これはですね、僕らも、
はい
その
Yeah, it would be cool to see
に関しては
see that
3回目
see that in person.
3回目
But we'll have to settle.
ワイプで
I shouldn't say settle because it's an awesome concert, but Distant Worlds is going around the U.S.
まあ
right
今
now,
回
so
3回目なんですけど、
have options.
まあ、コロナ禍もあってなかなか準備もちょっと大変でまあでもやっぱりこう望んでくださる方が結構多いっていうことなので、
はい
頑張って開催は、やってるんですけど何せちょっとやっぱりその
It says,
4公演がもう本当限
They
界
say
なので
this was two different dates of concerts because this says lottery only part one, so
しまってて、
うん
本当申し訳ないんですけど、しっかり抽選をさせていただいてですね。
Yeah, we'll stay till the end. I mean, I guess at this point, any of my stuff that I have would be, it's kind of over with it. Most of the all the actual new patch content is done, so just going through the merch and stuff now. But yeah, I mean, there's still a couple things they might throw at us. Yeah, it's kind of a surprise, but for the most part, it looks like the 6.2 stuff is mostly over. But yeah, so I think it's gonna be a huge patch, just an absolutely massive patch. Hey, MPAX Australia, there you go. Island Sanctuary obviously is going to be the big thing. It's just absolutely gigantic. I mean, they're going to have the MSQ and stuff, you know, all the usual patch stuff too. But I think this is really the first patch in a while where the MSQ is kind of taking a backseat to all of the other content that they've been hyping up. Going to be spending a lot of time in the Island Sanctuary, a lot of time in the new dungeon. Maybe. We'll see how hard it is. It's going to be hard enough to progress through the raid tier. I don't know how I want to do a whole dungeon through Party Finder too. Yeah. If it's as hard as the translations are saying, but you know, we won't know until it actually comes out. But yeah, what they have shown with the with the new gear and new particle effects and stuff going on to the Savage Gear stuff, though, looks good. Makes me wonder if how long I'm gonna be able to go in Party Finder before I falter, because I know it's gonna happen eventually. But yeah, I think announcing the Mog Shoot Farm live stream. Farmyard favorite animals. God. Okay. Gonna be kind of like your bear cams and whatnot. Yeah.
この度我々パッチ6.2で無人島開拓
But yeah, I think this is just about it for us. We'll go ahead and start winding down here. I don't know when the next stream for me will be. Probably tomorrow. We'll see how I feel tonight. I'm probably gonna end up taking a nap since I had to wake up so early for this. But we'll play it as it comes. But the next stream will be Final Fantasy V again. We're gonna go do the first fight of X-Depth in Gallus World. Do part 2 of that since I had to rage quit last time, and I hate rage quitting on stream. I'm sorry I did that. It's not the kind of content that I want to create, but it finally broke me. Those little annoyances piled up, and it finally broke me. It happens. So we're gonna give it part 2. As I said at the beginning of the stream, I did a little bit of grinding off stream just to max out my high potions, max out my Phoenix Downs, level up so Bart's has rapid fire now. You know, little things like that. And picking back at the last save point that we had last time. So yeah, we'll be doing that next time. I don't know when, if it'll be tonight or tomorrow, but soon. Probably tomorrow. Same as always. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, all of that good stuff. See you get the notification when it goes up. But it'll be sometime this weekend. Beyond that, people are already making the housing lottery jokes with the orchestra lotto. That would suck. Hopefully that's a little bit more professional than the server farm that they've got going on for the endgame stuff, right? But yeah, I think that's just about it. We'll go ahead and call it here. You know, this is over on the Twitch channel if you want to watch the rest of the announcements and everything. You know, it'll be all merch announcements and just kind of like little event announcements from here on. But thanks a ton for tuning in. If you're watching this on the VOD, thanks a ton. Thanks you for your super chats today. Same as always, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you at some point this weekend. All right, you guys have a good one, and see you in 6.2.